Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, before we jump into the action, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. It helps us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting us a little bit further, consider joining us as a member on our YouTube channel. Members gain access to some pretty cool emotes that have all of the multiple expressions that every Dungeon Master ever has. And who doesn't want a facepalm emote? Really, it's really good. Aside from that, if you want to join any of our campaigns or our community, consider joining our Patreon, linked down in the description below. So, we are going to have a little bit of a longer recap this time. Because, as you can see, somebody is back in the game. Hi, Wyatt. Welcome back, man.
Woo!
How you doing? Woo! So, we're going to give you a little bit of a recap, everybody. Don't worry about it. What had happened last time, since you played, you all successfully assisted Camp Crystal Lake with becoming less overrun with all of the heinous people that were trying to take advantage of the lower income people that were inside of the location. You assisted the guards from Port Damali in capturing the remaining guards that may or may not have known what was transpiring there the entire time, and were questioned over the course of a month or a few months. I forget. It was a month of downtime?
Month.
4 months of
One
downtime?
month.
1 month of downtime. Where you all made a couple of friends, a couple of allies within the guard itself. You all got to do your own little things, and when you met back up with one another, somebody in the party came together and said that they did some research and found out that your father's previous employer over at the Riptide Tavern is right up the river bend, just around the river bend. And you all could go after her and try to find out what's been going on. Find out a little bit more about your father if you can. So the party had a little bit of a conversation and then settled on, yeah, we're going to do this. Heading up the Teoden River, there was only one conflict where you met a bunch of ethically sound but morally bankrupt highwaymen that attacked you, trying to steal everything you had, but they did have notices on their persons that their bodies could be donated to magical science and development upon their death. So, at least they were conscientious about the progress of magic and the civilization, despite the fact that they were morally completely bankrupt by trying to rob you. You traveled even further up this river, where during the night, Shale saw this this large spectral boat hovering on the water, heading upwards as well. She ran back and alerted the party, where a couple of you went out trying to see what was there and saw nothing. Luckily, though, this group trusts Shale enough to believe her and started devising all of these different theories behind what it was. Maybe it was a ghost ship. Maybe it wasn't really there, yada, yada, yada. But you settled on, let's just go back to sleep since it's not bothering any of us. You head all the way up, where you met up with Yarsko, a wondrous dwarven lady, a little bit up there in age, not terribly old for a dwarf, but, you know, she's definitely had some miles on her, who's living in a nice, simple cabin, enjoying herself, setting it up, fixing it up as well. You all introduced yourselves, and she pointed you around her estate to start helping her with various tasks. Upon having a nice conversation with Shale, she did reveal that she was, in fact, Yarsko, and she may know who your father was. In fact, he had left a letter with her, but she is not going to give you the letter unless all of you assist her with something so that she knows that you're not a bad group of people. You all said, well, what's the thing you need help with? And she said, my dog, it's missing. I need you to go find her. Doxy, the dachshund. Beautiful little pup. And you all immediately went, yes, there's a dog in danger. We must save it. The most directly yes-toned this group has ever been to save a missing dog in the woods. I'm very proud of that. People are in danger. Dogs in danger. We'll save it. So, you investigated the other resort houses along the river, across the bend as well, and discovered a friend to Mirian. Well, maybe not exactly a friend. Linlos Wisemouse, a halfling woman who's now engaged to Jansir, or Janser. And apparently they both took the exams to get into the Lyceum together. Where Marion got in, she did not. But she definitely remembered him because he was so much more adept than she was in the magical arts and practices, showing off exactly how prestigious getting into the Lyceum truly is. After having a conversation with them, they seemed to know almost nothing about this other than Linslos had a sleepwalk episode where, upon reaching the docks, she claimed, coming to, that she saw a spectral boat, but was pulled away by Janser, who claimed that there was none there. You all decided to believe her as well, seeing that two people having these visions of it, it's probably true. And he pointed you over to Christopher Lyall, who is the caretaker of all of the rich estates on the Tyaden River during the off seasons where people don't want to be here. His family came in on this vessel that is now a spectral thing, and he gave you access to his great-great-grandmother's personal belongings to see if any of that could have helped you in all of this. Being seemingly a very simple but nice guy, you guys are in luck. You've come across so many nice NPCs as of now. It's great. Like, not malicious at all. So many. And, well, you all decided to go back over towards Yarsko's little home and wait for the evening. You sat on the docks, each of you having water walk on you, and waited until you could see the boat coming down the river. Approaching it on the waters, a little drawbridge opened up for you all, a plank. Upon walking up there and engaging with the first mate on the vessel, you managed to lie to them and convince them, yeah, we're wondering about joining your crew. Sure, totally. We just need to know a little bit more from the captain, of course, even though Lily was magically influenced by it from the get-go, getting possessed by one of the specters on the vessel itself. You all went below deck where you met up with the captain, and Tolsha made a sly move of trying to subtly cast on him Remove Curse. However, it did not go so well, which caused the entire ship of ghosts to attack you all. Luckily, in that moment, you found out that Tolsha is apparently a fucking cleric who can dispel ghosts at will, as she did that, and took out the bulk of the majority of them in one sitting. Bernie panicked and opened up a little magical gem that he knew a demon was in, or a devil was in, hoping that it could help you all. And it turned out it did help you all. As soon as it was released, he told Bernie, "You're fine. Thank you. I owe you one." And started killing everything. Unfortunately, everything included your family. Before you corrected him, no, not them. And he was like, okay, fine, understood. After you murdered everybody else, though, Lily engaged in a fight with this Oni, and everybody was forced to attack him upon him attacking Lily. Killing him on the ground, he did end off saying something that only Kurt and Bernie could understand. I believe you're the only two that understand Infernal, correct? In the party? Nobody else? Yeah. And pretty much, Kurt, you're aware that this devil is coming after Bernie for doing that. Or coming after all of you for killing him after releasing him. Feeling betrayed after Bernie made a, not exactly a pact, but kind of a verbal almost agreement of, yeah, we're fine. And then everybody else attacked him, but he was forced.
Did we get the devil's name at all or no?
Yeah, of course not.
Damn.
I thought you said it was
afterwards,
a demon.
you looted. It is a fiend.
Oh.
Afterwards, you all looted through the ship before it disappeared mysteriously. Luckily, with your buoyancy on top of the water, you were able to walk back to Yarsko's estate, only moving upstream by a couple of miles or so. Now it was early morning. She was waking up. You all went to bed, woke up after identifying everything, and dispersed a lot of magical items. Kurt or Lily have dibs on the Oni cloak, which can cast Disguise Self on your person at will. It's one of the two of you. The reason I think you might want this is the activation word is malicious laughed. It's not the words, it's you have to do a malicious laugh.
Oh, I would love this.
And then
I'll pay for it.
So, she thanked you incredibly for saving her poor little doxy who was on the ship and gave you all the chest your father had left with her. Upon opening the chest, you realized that his true name was Agram Minch, or the true name that he used with people he was closer to, like Yarsko, since none of you know if you should believe it or not yet. And he was very forthright and forthcoming with all of you, saying he's very proud that all of you are good people, and he can only credit that to your mothers or parents, as he put it in the letter, recognizing that he is somebody who just simply helped bring you into existence, and he is thankful for that at least, even if he is not your true parent. He offered, if all of you wish to use your power in order to do good in this world and meet with him, that he would be up north inside of the Empire. Sorry, let me look at the map because I forgot the name of the location. Pride's Call. Just go outside of Pride's Call and find him. He should be up there. And you had another debate on if it was worth it to get into the Empire right now, where you realize Shale knows next to nothing about, I guess, politics and courtship within any type of civilization. Having no idea what the word even was, you had to describe how things are really tense right now, given that there is a war. And though most of you are neutral between Tal'Dorei and the Empire, Bernie made it very clear he is sworn to the crown of Tal'Dorei. And even though he is willing to help you all, he did make it clear, like, he's sworn he will have to do things because he is morally and ethically obligated to do many things. One of the only downsides to being lawful, but damn does it make you a badass when you can smite things. Anyways, you all were wondering how you're going to get up in there, and Yarsko told you about an individual, Gilligan Latif, who lives up in Tusoa. And if you can go up there, she can make sure you get in contact with him properly, and he can smuggle you in, as he is a professional smuggler of goods in and out of the Empire for various groups and organizations. Though it's a little morally gray, you all seem to be okay with the idea of going up there, since you really just need to meet this fucker finally. And you set off on your journey, having a campfire session where Kurt is going to have to back travel a little bit and tell you all what his secret is from the campfire. And then you all arrived at Tusoa. So before we arrive at Tusoa, Kurt, what is your big secret you wish to share with the party?
Well, I have a crush on my boss.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it. You guys made me pull out a secret. I pulled out a secret. Even Bernie didn't know that one. That's why I took my job. I hope you're happy.
Does Bernie know who your boss is?
He just found. Does he? I don't think he does, actually.
Probably wouldn't have paid an interest to it, at least.
But you have no idea how happy that makes me. Please, tell us more about your boss.
Oh, it's no big deal. You guys wouldn't like her. She's a tiefling, so you know this is not about those, especially these Empire types.
No.
Kent raises his eyebrow. Aren't tieflings like some of the most beautiful people in the whole world? I mean, you've heard of the Ruby of the Sea, right?
Well, thank you. I know I'm beautiful, but a lot of people don't think they're very beautiful. They think they're devils. In fact, it's really quite sad.
What? Really?
Yes.
He looks very confused when you say that. Okay.
What part of you looks like a devil?
Looks up at his horns.
Bernie also
Wait,
goes
can
like,
you even look? You said look up at your horns. I was wondering, can you look up and see your horns?
He looks up. He's like, I wonder.
please.
Wow. You know what? You've convinced me. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I had some flaws in my logic. Thank you all. What's better than family to tell you the truth?
Yes, and of course you have to paint a picture of your crush for your family.
I can't paint. I can write.
Describe her.
What is her name?
I
What is?
why is everyone? What's with the Inquisition here? I was told to give secrets. You know,
Hey,
I don't really
Lily.
want to talk about it anymore.
Lily, do I have a light spell? Oh yeah, she does have like a flashlight thing. She like shines the flashlight in Kurt's face.
Oh my god. Do I have to make
Please
like a
tell
save
us.
to not be blind right now?
It's not like a blinding flashlight, but if you want to.
I'm gonna cast silence and end scene.
The quickest way to make the bard shut.
Joke's on you. Lily doesn't need to speak. Kind of.
Oh yeah, you got the board that writes.
Speaking of that, something. Between you two, I point to Kurt and Lily. Which of you has the more malicious laugh?
No, I don't laugh.
That's
But I
not
do.
true.
I'm not very malicious.
Maybe not overtly.
But I think the most malicious thing I ever did was that forest fire contract that some poor victim at that camp signed.
That was very malicious, yes. And you should never do that again.
It's a little too funny not to do again. Could you imagine that? They have to find a responsible adult.
Kicked you out of the order for you dumb dimwit.
But that wasn't the forest fire contract. That was literally
wasn't
they
it?
have to stop when they say halt.
Oh, that's even
Who-
worse.
Who knew that the thief would tell the guard to stop? I didn't know that would happen. I just thought it'd be a funny caveat.
What?
That actually is hilarious.
Thank you, Tulsha.
What
I
was
know
stolen?
of several people who don't find it hilarious at all.
I'll sign a random contract if you sign a random contract.
You
And we'll
should
see
make-
which one's funnier.
You should make one where if someone tells them to dance, they have to dance.
I could put that in there. I got 30 gold worth of magical ink left. I could probably write something up about that. If someone says dance, you gotta start dancing. What is going on?
Kurt, I feel as if you wield a certain power that no one should have, but I am all for it.
Well, anyone can do it, but do a just. And he gets kind of quiet when he starts to describe it. He's like, you know what? Never mind. I don't know if anyone can do it, but there's ways to do it.
No, now you've convinced me. If I can do it, I want to learn. Tell us, Kurt.
No, don't.
Well,
A contract's not meant to be some sort of like subverting a person's free will. You're supposed to agree on something, and that's it. You're corrupting the entire purpose of a contract.
well, actually, a contract is supposed to have people follow what they signed, stay to their word.
Well,
to make this
yes, but
to make this a possibility, Lily, you need to find a very lawful, that's a good word for it, lawful being that would put power behind your contract and use their power to, with the magical ink, to write a contract. And it's actually quite simple, but
Tulsa
Yeah.
gets ideas. Has Kurt ever made you sign a contract, Bernie?
I got rid of sign into the iron oath, but I didn't put anything in there.
Well, she just asked
Oh.
Bernie.
well, none of those dumb ones. I don't know what got into you. I look at Kurt when you started like doing all that. It's why? I don't get you.
I was bored and I didn't like I
What-
didn't like what they were having me do. I literally sat in a freaking office all day and
You had,
people would come up.
you had a stable, secure job with good people, and you just threw it all away because you were bored.
Good people. I think only 2 of them knew my name, and that's including you. Literally,
If you didn't go around antagonizing everyone, maybe it'd be easier.
I don't antagonize people. I talk to them. Remember those elves on the boat? They
Yes,
loved
you
me.
talk to them, and then I have to go and make sure they don't beat you up afterwards.
Well,
can't-
actually, if he's
This
antagonizing
broken
people,
nose should be a good reminder of that.
if
And I-
Kurt was antagonizing people, then surely they would know his name.
Oh, you see, I have a twin, and they really mistake me for him a lot.
I just look at everyone and just
Look at the broken
I don't
nose.
have to say anything. That explains quite a bit.
I don't know. I don't see it.
Oh, really? It must be the horns. Mine are a little bigger.
You are the bard.
Oh my god. Well, Lily, now that we're being very personal, what's your secret? End scene? End scene? Question mark? What?
End scene, yeah.
Oh, by the way,
So-
for if you wanted to know Lily's secret, because I did say it last time, she was born in the Menagerie Coast. Did I specified the city, right, Joey?
No.
You did.
Okay.
It was.
Oh, you did?
Nicodranus.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, then.
Yeah, she was born in Nicodranus.
Oh, so we're right near your home.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never got a
But
chance to
anyways.
visit.
A couple of days later, you all come across the city of Tusoa. Now, calling this place a city might be a little bit much, though it is one of the largest civilizations you've come across since entering into the Menagerie Coast. It is a very nice, easily breathing location that has a wonderful little lake nearby and a large bridge that crosses over between the two sections of this coast. You see many farmlands outside of the direct area of the town itself, and when you get closer, there's mostly just mercantiles that seem to be there, and a four-way crossroads that go deeper into the woods up north and across the bridge itself. As you're all pulling up inside of this area, you see individuals walking past you holding long rods between two people that is just lined with fish that seem to be dripping dry right now on the rods themselves as they walk across. There seems to be a very large grouping of fishermen here, and though the majority of the people here are human, you can find multiple other walks of life here as well. Notably, most of the people that live in this location look Marquesian, or Marquesian in nature. Some a little deeper toned, as if it's not just a strong tan, but generational habits of their skin adjusting to the heat and climate of this location. And you all are now inside of Tusoa. You did discuss with Yarsko finding the individual that she knows, Gilligan. I forget if I gave you all the information on how to find him.
Assuming that you didn't, what would be the information to find him?
Okay. There is a tavern in here that sits in the middle of a little bit of a moat. There's an open bit of water surrounding the tavern itself, and it's uplifted on top of a bit of a platform, and it looks fairly old, at least 100 or so years. That is called the Island, and supposedly Gilligan can be found inside. You're welcome.
Someone boo this man.
Wait, give me a second. Oh, I was trying to find it.
But yes, you're looking for that tavern somewhere in town. Luckily, it's only one of 3 taverns in town. If you wish to look around or talk to one of the locals.
Who wants to go tavern crawling?
Someone say alcohol.
As long as you're buying, Lily.
Lily's paying. And Lily's paying. I'm in.
Going to regret this, but okay.
Oh, we got Bernie in. We got the lawful stump in. Oh my gosh.
Don't you go.
Don't worry. We're gonna have some fun. No more
Yeah.
Luxodon laxatives or anything like that.
Right?
And-
The first
and
one we
no,
get
just-
is going to be Luxodon laxatives.
What were you saying, Bernie?
So don't go like you've started a few tavern brawls before. I don't plan on repeating that.
I'm not gonna fight anyone. I'm as nice as a.
No, you don't have to fight
Otter.
anyone.
You're right. I won't be fighting anyone. Thank you, brother. You're such a saint.
By the way, Joey, so we would have known how to contact before getting there, right? And so the day before, and
Oh yeah,
took us a couple days, so I'd have time to prepare certain spells.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, before the tavern crawl, Lily takes a Yuan T mutator. So let's see. The duration target is yeah. So yeah, I have an advantage on saving throws of being poisoned and resistance to poison damage. Time to go get drunk.
Ah, nice. Sure.
That's what you think.
So, you're all going tavern hopping, one place to the other.
Yes, and apparently Lily's paying.
Very well. So, you immediately start walking around the crossroads, and you notice the very first tavern nearby where you are. It is called The Cleansing. Right there. Just simple, sleek, seems a little higher end as well. And as you're all walking up to the front doors, they seem to the guards outside of it seem to eye you up a little bit, but seeing Marion in his Lyceum clothes and Bernie in his oh wait, Bernie, do you actively wear your jacket?
What jacket do you mean?
The one that discerns you as a member of your order?
Um,
Or regalia of any kind?
well, I don't. I have the amulet that's a holy symbol of the lawbearer. But I guess I don't really have. Well, I would have sort of like a tabard, or like an overcoat for the armor that has the insignia of the order, but I can take that off at certain times.
Well, that's up to you if you're wearing it or not.
I'd probably be taking it off just for convenience sake.
Marion with his Lyceum clothes, they discern that you guys probably are a little upper scale because of that. They allow you inside to the location. It's a fairly nice looking tavern. No rooms in here, notably, at least that you can see. There's a few soft chairs with cushions on them, and only a handful of individuals are drinking. They all seem to be sitting at similar locations and tables to be discussing things over paperwork with one another. This appears to be a very up-class type of establishment. So, you all just want to start drinking here, or?
Lily, I see that you like that cloak, and I don't see a good way that either of us can decide who gets it, other than a drinking contest.
You think you can beat me at drinking?
I believe that I might have a chance. Do you want to go for a contest? Whoever can outdrink the other one gets the cloak.
I think that is a good way to do this.
Okay, what's your poison then? Wyvern 981, gelatinous gin, or infernal absinthe?
Bartender, what is the strongest drink you have here?
Probably the infernal absinthe.
The bartender presses their fingers together as they look over at you. We do not usually scale our alcoholic beverages based off of their proof score, but instead off of their, well, multiple different flavors and notes that you gain access to while drinking from them. We do have a handful of various different wines at our disposals, aged whiskeys, if you are interested, but if you're looking for something a bit more strongly fermented, you may look at other locations for those.
So please give us something dwarvish and hard.
Do you have some of that beholder bear?
Beholder bear. I think infernal absinthe would be fine, but Wyvern 981, you don't have that, or
In
Blink.
Beholder beer is the equivalent of asking the Ritz if they sell malt liquor. So she's gonna go look.
Also, I thought you were just naming things too, like with those numbers, Kurt or Wyatt. So I was just like, what about Blink 182? Do you have any of that?
Oh, It's like, what is it?
Cody.
High octane 981 is the actual drink. So it's like, what can I name it?
Ooh. That was loud. Sorry.
Oh, or it could do like a throwback to some other campaign. Barovian wine.
Oh no. She goes downstairs. A couple of minutes later, comes back with a very dusty keg of what looks to be Beholder beer.
Just says PDR on it.
Would you like the entire cask?
We're gonna need it, yeah. Don't worry, she's paid.
Very well. The cask is 5 gold.
That's a bit expensive, but I think it's worth it.
Looks at Kurt dead in the eye and narrows her own eyes.
All right, so you hand over 5 gold for
Can
the
I
cask.
can I do an insight check to check if they're happy that someone's finally buying this?
Sure. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
17.
They are judging you for buying that, and they seem to be happy that they're getting it out of their storage.
You're welcome.
You're assuming nobody has bought that level of alcohol here in quite a while.
Do you have anything plum flavored?
Various different wines, yes, of course.
What would be your recommendation?
We have a very nice Hoshi, if you are interested, imported all the way here from Marquette itself. Though, if you're looking for something a bit more, looks at your companions, rich in flavor, of course, we do have a Montez that has been aging on our shelf for the last 13 years. Of course, these wines are all sold by the bottle.
How much is the Montez?
The Montez will run you 16 gold.
I will take it, and I'll put 16 gold on the counter.
Very good. They go over to the shelf, unlock the glass that hides everything, and takes a bottle off the top shelf and shows you the date, hands you the bottle, and there you go. None of y'all are tipping.
I am
Nice.
going to tip 2
I
gold.
mean, with these prices,
Don't feel like you have
Hey.
to. Like,
2 gold. I'm not.
Well, I mean, it depends. Is it the way to do it here? Is it kind of like how Europe does tips, or is it how the U.S. does tips?
culturally, none of you fucking know.
Mind if I get
Fair
a-
enough.
Y'all are from.
do they get paid
Like-
by the hour?
Do you ask them that?
Sure.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I get paid by the hour.
Mind if I get a glass?
Yes, of course. Do you want it chilled for you?
Please.
They get the glass and they run their hands around it from side to side, and you watch a little frost emanate up it, and then hand the glass back to you.
Thank you very much.
Shale, what sort of what's your preferred type of drink?
From this place, I believe I'm just gonna go with the water cold. I don't think we should be getting wine from establishments.
Gail, would you like some apple juice or grape juice?
Water cold was my request.
Very well. Are you interested in Copia water? Are you interested in the Herethus water? We also have some imported from the local springs over near the Gehem Basin, if you are interested.
Half a drum, if you could, out front, please. I have a friend who needs attending.
You want well water. Understood. it'll be on the house. And they go and get a, I guess, gallon of water for you and hand it over.
Yeah, and I
she's
assume
got,
that
she's got Dorothy waiting outside, so she just takes it out front there and pours her out some.
yeah, and I just assume that Mirian's here just sipping his own wine that he ordered and watching the chaos about to unfold between Lily and Kurt.
What was the name of the wine again?
Your wine? Let me look at that.
Montez?
Shit.
Montez.
Yeah.
I'll just have a glass of cider, pear cider preferably, but apple if you have it. It's fine.
I'll see if we have any pear cider. And they go over to a separate cabinet, which seems to have a variety of small casks of cider. And we'll pour you a glass of it. That'll run you 1 silver.
Thanks.
Tolsha seems to have bought one of the more expensive things in this establishment. But anyways, you all have your various drinks to enjoy. Kurt and Lily are given 2 large glasses, okay? They do not hand you mugs or anything like that. Glasses for your drinking. Do you need that chilled as well?
Who's she asking?
No, we
Everybody.
like our beholder tears warm. Thanks.
Tears. Is that a new? It was Beholder Beer, wasn't it?
Yes, but
Yeah.
it's made of their tears.
No, it's not. It's just a name because you get googly-eyed from drinking it.
I like to believe it's made of their tears.
Well, soon your glass will be full of your tears when you lose, Kurt.
Those are some fighting words. Don't worry. We'll see who wins this.
Well, we know who's got the fortitude in this family, so well, good luck.
All right, Kurt and Lily, are you 2 just drinking off right here, right now?
Before we begin to, Lily will probably just say, actually, how big are these cups again? These glasses? They're big glasses, you said, but like roughly.
They're like the typical pint glasses that you get.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
So, Kurt, we have a whole night of doing this. So, 3 glasses per place, maybe 4, and we'll see who wins overall the entire night.
Okay, but I
Deal?
get to pick the alcohol next time.
Deal.
You picked it this time.
No, I didn't. Birdie picked it.
Oh no, I thought Lily did because she said like the strongest, whatever dwarvish stuff.
And then they said they didn't do it by strength, and we had to like give a name, and then Birdie's like, "Why not Beholder Beer?"
Okay.
So yes. All right, both of you, give me a Constitution check.
I'm gonna use my inspiration from Joey because I don't do well in Constitution 10. I am keeping myself afloat.
10.
Yeah, and Joey, since I took that the Yuan team mutator, do I have advantage on this? And is this a save or a check?
It's a check.
Okay.
For this
Oh,
one.
it's a,
Okay.
The saving throw is going to be when you're like actually drinking to get drunk. Right now, it's to see how well you're handling your
Right.
alcohol. Just the
So
check.
just
Right.
normal or advantage?
Just normal. Advantage. I'll give you
Oh,
advantage
okay.
where it's
All
not.
right.
Yeah.
That's
Never mind. It doesn't matter anyways. Yeah. Lily pounds through the 3 of them fairly easily, and it's bitter, it's strong, it's a nice little like deep color to it. I don't like beer; it's all tastes the same, like piss. But yeah, Kurt, you're feeling a little loose. You're good, man. You're enjoying yourself. Lily, perfectly fine.
That'll be a good night.
How is the Plum Montez?
Very sweet. It's a Chardonnay style wine that has a nice little like bitter cut, but I wouldn't say acidic nature to it. It tastes among some of the best wine you've ever had, Tosha.
Very nice.
Pretty fucking good. Yeah. The chilled glass might be a little much though. Maybe next time drink it when it's warm. But yeah,
This is quite good.
And Joey, after knocking those back and stuff, Lily will take a glance around to see if she sees anyone who might know who Agram Minge is. Maybe, like, looks like they know the up and up around town.
Agram wouldn't be here. You're not anywhere near that area yet.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah, you're in Tisoa looking for the guy who can smuggle you in, Gilligan,
Right,
who's at a completely different tavern.
right.
Man, the alcohol's already affected Lily.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to look around the tavern, it seems to be mostly business type people in here, like professional businessmen and women. They all just seem to be going over different contracts, dealings, workings with one another, stuff like that. It's much more upscale than many other places. This music is mostly atmospheric at this point. It doesn't actually suit it. It would be something more melodic, probably a harp playing in the background and soothing, and definitely outside of the style that most of you seem to be akin to.
Well, I say that so we leave Marion here for now, as this is more his setting, and we take this elsewhere.
Oh yeah, you're on. Let's keep it going.
By the way, Kurt,
All right.
a correction, this isn't going to be a good night. It's going to be a great night.
Oh yes, it is. Come on, Birdie. I might need you.
Knew this was gonna happen.
You all have a wondrous day.
It's pronounced wonderful,
Bart.
and it's night.
Lily will leave a gold piece of a tip on the counter before leaving.
They just leave it there and let you all walk out.
They will never want to see us again.
I mean, Marion's staying here, so.
Yeah. Anyways, you go to the next place. This is called the Foreclosed Tavern. Though it has that name, it mostly looks like a rundown piece of shit type of establishment. One of those holes in the wall, dive bar style places. And entering in, it is much more the speed of many of the people in this party. It is loud. It has a great deal of different people in here. It seems filled to the brim with other people, just enjoying themselves, laughing loudly, and throwing their gauntlets into the air and just being bombastic and enjoying the hell out of themselves.
Oh, time for a great night. I'm gonna walk towards the bartender.
All right. Give me an athletics or acrobatics check to get through the
Ooh,
crowd.
things I am
Yeah.
horrible at.
Buddy.
Buddy, I'm stuck.
You see, he like walks where two people are standing, and like he doesn't know how to get
Right.
through. Just
Can I say
I-
excuse me with persuasion?
Yeah. You say excuse me,
Not
Okay.
gonna lie, I kind of imagine.
and they just ignore
I
you.
just imagine there was like
Wow.
some fancy bard playing somewhat of a rock tune, and then we like turn away for a second, look back. Kurt's getting carried away by a crowd because the whole jump onto the top of the crowd thing, crowd surfing.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, they seem to completely ignore you or not hear you, Kurt. I'm not sure.
What should I scream? Excuse me.
That's up to you. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Excuse me. I need to get through. I need a drink.
They continue ignoring you.
Lily will kind of like turn up the volume on her voice box.
Around on the house for everyone. I just got to get to the bar first.
On that note, persuasion. Sorry, Kurt. Excuse me is not the right to persuade these people.
Would it be an advantage because I just literally said I can get everyone around?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
It's opportunity to see if anybody happened to hear you.
I'm tempted to use my dragon blood thing for that, but no.
That's up to you. Yeah.
Careful, you might go broke on that one.
14. Immediately, a couple of people like turn back to you. You say round on the house.
Yes.
Hey! And he just starts shoving people out of the way, and other people go, hey, wait, round? Round on the dragon? Round on the dragon! And everybody starts shouting and chanting in the entire tavern.
Is it just like a
Lily,
syncing?
there's a good, there's 85 people in here that you're going to have to pay alcohol for.
It's just around, so yeah.
Yeah, it's just 85.
Yeah. Also, I imagine the chanting is just round on the dragon, round on. Yeah.
Yep. So everybody now knows there's a dragonborn in town. All right, you get over to the bartender who looks over at you, a little bit rougher looking human guy, just like, hey, round for everybody, I guess. You're paying up front.
That is correct. And
She turns to the crowd.
around on the dragon.
Yep. I'm just doing quick maths here. We'll call it at 10 gold.
Yeah, Lily will fish out 10 gold and also look to the bartender.
As well as your
Yep.
hardest for me and this fellow.
Wait, it was my turn to pick the alcohol.
Whatever this guy wants.
2 things of goblin gut rot.
Oh, Blue Claw Silverhorn.
No, he's messaging. Yeah. You say goblin gut
Yes.
rot? All right. Ugh. And he goes, even in this establishment, down to underneath the counter where they hide the shit they don't display. And he pulls out
I'm going to get really sick.
a large cask, brings it over onto the counter. So 2 rounds of it?
How much are we drinking of this, Lily? Does it have an odor?
Lily, what's your passive perception? 14.
Burns your eyes.
They're sloshing inside.
I as a player, I don't drink alcohol, so I don't know how bad that is. But
It sounds a little solid. Not like completely solid, but a little.
she's gonna. Can I do an insight check on Kurt to try to like determine how much he could probably handle?
You can't incite your fellow party members.
Shit.
You know this.
Can I insight the bartender to kind of guess how much he thinks would recommend?
Do you need to? Did you see my expression? That was the bartender's expression.
I
Oh,
think
shit.
I think we should take the bottle, Lily. Don't you?
Yes.
Okay, she's buying the whole bottle. It's on her.
Are you sure your bowels are going to be able to handle it, Kurt?
Oh, I'll be fine. Don't worry. I can handle. I've drank this before.
All right. They take the entire cask, pull out a miniature crowbar, and pop off the lid. And when you look inside, this looks like an overly fermented and slightly thick cider. Something that doesn't exactly pour, but sloshes into your glasses, almost like a warm, slushy goo.
Oh my god.
Lily and Kurt, who's going to take the first sip?
Together.
Oh no, we're taking this together.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're taking this together.
All right. All right, I need both of you to give me con saves. This is not against poison, Lily. This is out of disgust.
Can I do a sleight of hand to throw this behind the counter? Like, so she looks like I go like that.
Sure.
Am I gonna have to roll
Sure.
perception, or is it just gonna go against my passive?
You're passive, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna use
So you
my
gotta beat
second
14.
inspiration on this. Natural 20.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Oh god, thank god. This is Kurt's
Oh my
plan the whole
God.
time.
The barkeep sees what you're doing and holds up a bucket as you into it and just puts it down.
Okay, yeah, Lily didn't see it, so Just regular old con.
Yep. Constitution save.
Ooh, damn it.
You
That was disgusting. Does she take damage?
chug it. I mean, mentally, absolutely. You chug the entire thing, Lily. But I do now need you to give me a con save. This one with advantage, because this is very alcoholic. 17. Oh, that's nasty. And in a couple of minutes, you're going to start feeling a little more tipsy.
Yeah, Lily
Little.
looks Kurt in the eye.
Is that the best you've got, brother?
Oh, if you let me keep ordering, we're just getting started.
I don't think that's fair if it's all you ordering.
No, you can order the next one, of course. That's how this game works.
You're buying this whole fucking thing. I just popped it open. That'll be 5 silver.
Wow, that's super cheap.
Yeah, it's gonna give him 5 silver. Can someone else, since I'm kind of in the middle of trying to outdrink Kurt, can someone else put that in the loot for now?
I'm gonna slip him a gold for not saying anything.
All right, there you go. You just put the gold down for him. He takes it. Yep.
You know, you should
All right, Lily, what are you ordering now? Yeah, Tulsha?
you should do a challenge with that, Keg, and offer 5 gold to anyone in the bar who can do 3 shots of it.
It's not shots, it's
No, it's
glasses.
a glass. It's
3
disgusting.
glasses of it.
I'm down to offer 5 gold to anyone that can drink 3 glasses of this. I can barely do 1. 5 gold to anyone who can drink 3 glasses of this goblin. Oh, crap, I forgot. Goblin gut rot.
Roll me a persuasion.
24.
Immediately, 5 people come over to you. 5 gold for...
You can drink 3 of them.
Hey, I'll do it. No, I'll do it. I'll
Okay,
do it.
line
I'll
up.
do it. I'll do
First
it.
one to drink 3 without puking or passing out or dying.
The barkeep pulls up all of the mugs and puts them on the counter, and you just start pouring for the 5 people. All right.
I
let
imagine
me
there's
make
also
that
that one guy
conversation.
who's just literally there not for the gold but for free drinks.
Yeah. There's that one urchin-looking fella who's like, he's dirty, smelly, and he's like, oh, free drinks. Just... There's an elderly human, actually, out of the 5 people who came over to you, who you pour 3 glasses, and he just slurps that shit down. It goes, not smoothly. It's impossible to drink this smoothly. But he just gulps it.
Wow. That was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. Here's 5 gold.
5.
I
only count 10. Usually I see in 3s.
What? Then here's 15 gold. I'm gonna hand him 5 gold.
Thank you. And he just,
Does he,
Wait,
does
so-
he just immediately like lay that back on the bar? Give me another drink and stuff.
Oh no, he walks down the bar and does it. But the other guys, they're vomiting everywhere, and the barkeep's just laughing his ass off right now. Hey boy, clean that up! And some kid runs in from the corner and starts mopping up all the vomit in the middle of the crowd.
That was definitely the best drink so far.
Who has the good passive?
I
There's someone in
do.
this passive. Tulsha and Shale. Okay. The 2 of you notice that old man goes all the way down to the end of the counter, and slides the 4 gold pieces over to a human who's kind of just been sitting in the corner and relaxing most of this time. And the human looks at it, takes the 4 pieces, puts it in their pocket, and then the old man kind of like backs away from him, like without turning his back to him.
I'm gonna go over to the boy who's cleaning the vomit and just hand him a gold piece and just take this. Don't make a fuss of it. Just good work, boy.
Just keeps going at it. He nods, appreciative.
So like I said, as a player, I don't really drink alcohol, so I don't know. What would be an equivalent of, let's say, a good
Just make a punny name. I'll figure it out.
pun?
That's what we've been doing so far.
How about some?
Goblin gut rock.
I was trying to think of some sort of draken rum.
Draken rum?
Draken rum.
He raises his eyebrow and goes, that shit's a little expensive. We got one bottle, but we haven't cracked it in ages. You gonna buy the whole bottle?
Lily does the whole Futurama thing just with some gold pieces.
Shut up and take my money.
All right, that's 5 gold.
Okay.
In this establishment, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Wow.
she's
We got-
subtracting 5.
We're getting some fancy liquor in here.
So he pulls out a glass bottle that's a little thinner on the sides and spreads wider, that has a corked top that has the cork chiseled out to look like a dragon's head, just out front and the top of it. And he puts it on the table, twists it to the side, and you notice it actually opens up for you to slow pour the rum into your glass.
Well, I was gonna assume that since it's actually rum, it's shot glasses, so Lily would kind of have 3 shot glasses in front of her and Kurt for this. Right?
Yeah, this bottle's about enough for probably a good 10 shots. So yeah. So pour. And he looks at you two and goes, I'll give you a free beer if you let me take a shot of that. I've always wanted to try it.
Yes. Here, give it to my brother here.
Yeah. You got a beer preference? Looks at you, Bernie.
Well, I just have some. I'll just have some cider if you got it.
Yeah, I got you. And he'll pour you a cider, hand that to you, and take a shot of this.
Thanks.
Draco rum, and the 3 of you are shotting down. Con saves. Both of you have advantage on this.
Both of us have advantage.
Yep. This is some of the most cinnamon infused rum you can ever have. It's fucking spicy. But he's resistant to fire. You both take your 3 shots. At this point, you're both very tipsy. You're not drunk yet. You're just very tipsy and loose. And he takes the 1 shot and... Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good.
That's real good.
Oh, that burns. Oh.
By the way, does the boat?
Codian favorite, eh? Oh.
Is he gonna be all right?
Does the bartender have like a name tag or something?
No, of course
Alright,
not.
What's your name, bartender?
Peons.
Peons, have you heard of a person named Gilligan?
Nope. Never heard the name.
Insight check.
He rolled a natural 1. You can insight that he is lying to you. He's having difficulty breathing from the burning in his neck. It's literally like drinking a little bit of fire.
It's like dwarven fire whiskey, but not as bad.
Oh no, this is way worse. This is draconic.
Really?
Like, it is.
I figured dwarven shit would be.
Draconic dwarven shit is harder in alcohol level. This is harsher for just taste and flavor. Because dragonborns and tieflings like things hot because it's not that bad for them.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So yeah, he's lying his ass off about that.
Do you have any Yuan-T's regret?
I regret a lot of things. I'll check. And he just walks down the bar.
John T's regrets.
Lily like raises an eyebrow or a brow at that for Tulsha, but then looks back to Kurt and just kind of asks him,
You did pick up on that, right? He was lying his ass off
Yeah,
between coughs.
it's my job to know that kind of thing. Like, I'm a recruiter, which I really want to recruit that old man. I can't believe he drank that so easily.
Shale and Tosha, you notice Peons is going down to the end of the bar and speaking to that same man the old man turned the coins over to.
Hmm?
The man at the end of the bar kind of just like looks at you all, nods his head, and then The barkeep goes over to a locked little box underneath the counter, pulls out a vial, and brings it over and puts it down on the table but keeps his hand on it. That'll be 15 gold.
Done.
All right.
By the way, is this vial enough for the three of us, Tolsha, me, and Kurt?
Oh,
or is
No,
it
that's just for Tulsa.
This is a one-person vial for Tolsha.
Okay, I thought Tolsha was like getting this to like, oh, okay, let's really fuck these two up and like.
If she was doing that, that would kill you.
Oh, hey, no, I've got the Yuan-Ti mutator thing going.
Yeah, tease
It would
regret.
possibly kill you.
Fair enough.
Tolsha, this is one of the only toxins in the world that can get Yuan-Tis tipsy.
Yep.
It is a very strong and potent, straight up ingestible poison for anybody else.
I would share this with you too, but I'm pretty sure it would kill you.
Oh, don't worry, I've drank Watch Horse, like Fluxodon laxative. But
This is straight up poison.
You're not going to be feeding that to anybody else in this
No.
establishment.
As I pop the top, it just down it.
thank God.
And yeah, no, you're tipsy, Tolsha. It's oh, that's noxious.
I give a look over at Shale and just, well, I guess at least the two of us are not there.
Shale's currently taking a drag of what you can only assume is some type of foreign substance. The stuff that you got from Blueberry, probably.
Yeah, Blueberry.
And
I love that guy.
He nods at Bernie and goes, "Oh yeah, oh yeah."
Seeing you have that, there will be other patrons offering to like buy some from you.
Jesus.
I'm just, I forget
Wait,
I
how much
said
this-
anything.
How much does Shale have? Because I know Lily has like a what? How much do I have here? I have.
I don't know, Shale. How much do you have?
That's for Shale to know and nobody else to find out.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, if you're willing to give up an ounce and a half of it, you'll make 2 gold. Or friends.
This is from her home. This is like her.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why she's
Okay,
doing the
yeah.
Blueberry stuff.
Okay. Then never mind. The last, but yep. But anyways, yeah. The man at the end of the bar kind of smiles as Tolsha takes that and nods his head, and one of the guys who's kind of like an acting bouncer in the back corner comes over to all of you. The boss would like to speak to you. To you, Tolsha.
Lead the way.
And he escorts you down to the very end of the bar where that man has been seated the whole time. You see that he has a very large coin in his hand that he's been subtly under the counter, just rolling between his knuckles constantly. Looks over at you. You're Yuan-Ti. We don't get many people like you around here.
Would assume not.
Especially not people who know, well, what the Bane is.
Very few do.
Are you looking for work?
Mayhaps. Though currently we are looking for travel into the Empire.
I can get you in contact with someone who might be able to do that for you. But I'm looking for a few beverages that would have powerful effects against people. If you have any.
I did refine some giant wasp poison that actually doesn't kill them. However, it makes them look dead, and when they wake up, they're completely paralyzed and they can't move.
How much do you want for it?
How much are you willing to offer?
I put the cards in your hand. And he just smiles.
For the introduction alone, I'll do you a favor and do 2 gold a dose.
Deal. How many doses do you have?
I believe we have 6 doses.
6 doses, so that's 12
Mhm.
gold.
Of the wasp, because I think it's if it's in the party loot one, that's only 4 doses.
Oh, then no, it was 5
There's
because we killed 5 wasps.
okay. I may have put that in wrong then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So take a look. I had to remember myself. So.
All right. He will, if it's 5, he'll hand you a single platinum coin. Take the 5 doses and kind of just like leave it under his palm, and the bartender walks over and takes the 5 vials and puts it back inside of that safe he had before. Again, Tolsha and Shale are noticing this entire interaction, though Shale, you're far enough away you don't really hear what they're talking about. The other 3, it's a little too rambunctious for you to notice the subtleties happening over here.
If I find anything else exotic, I'll make sure to bring it your way.
Please do. Please do. And for Gilligan, you're looking for him?
Yes. He was recommended by Yarsko.
I'll have the boy take you over to the island and introduce you. My son will be able to ensure he'll talk to you.
Excellent.
And he makes a gesture, and that same boy who was like cleaning up all of the puke will come over to you, Tolsha. Take her to Gilligan, boy. Yes, Papa. Good son. And he will go over to the door and wait for you when you're ready to leave.
Go to the group like, we have an introduction to Gilligan. Come on.
Wait. We still have to finish our drinking contest.
It's at the other tavern. Let's go.
Okay, fine. If it's another tavern. Lily,
So you
I'll
all
let you think over your choices.
I was
Yeah.
thinking, why not let Bernie decide as the game changer?
What?
Bernie, at the next tavern, you pick the whatever drink you want me and your brother to have.
Oh, well, I
Our
picked on the
contest.
first tavern, didn't I?
That is true. He did.
He did pick the first one, and I would prefer Orcish Rockgut or Kobold Kombucha.
Cobalt Kabunsha.
Yeah, it's something kobolds make in caves when they can't really get alcohol from their dragonkin.
You should try some,
You'll enjoy it.
you should try Triton Tear Water.
A lot of tears with these alcohols. But that Cobalt Kabunsha sounds interesting.
It'll be interesting. Every branch is different.
Fair enough. Although, will you be all right, Kurt? You're looking a little tipsy there.
I'll be fine. I have faith.
I believe your brother's the one with faith.
We just have faith in different things.
So, the 3 of you finally find your way over towards the island to meet with Gilligan. And because I can't imagine a better place, this is where we're going on break, and we will be back very soon. Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you enjoy this, don't forget to become a member here on our channel if you want to do that as well. Memberships start at $2. You can gain access to some pretty cool emotes. If you're interested in joining our community outside of that, you can always join our Discord server by getting into our Patreon at one of the lower tiers or becoming one of the members who wishes to play in one of our games. We do have a wait list and we have open slots available inside of some of those games as well. Where last we left off, the party had successfully found their way over to Soa, the nice, fairly populated location where you are supposed to be looking for an individual by the name of Gilligan, who is supposed to be in a tavern called the Island. And as you all approached here, you got the fantastic idea, well, Kurt and Lily got the fantastic idea of drink off and hit up all the taverns on your way trying to find the island. You managed to go to 2 of them drinking excessively, and through different various forms of trying to cheat the other, you both are on exactly equal terms in intoxication right now. And you managed to, well, make a nice bombastic tavern like you all by buying a round of drinks for them. You're out probably at this point, I think totaling 50 goldish between the party with everything. But that's fine. Gold's meant to be spent in this world. It's fantasy. You'll get more of it. Tosha managed to procure a toxin that is one of the only things that can get Yuan-T's tipsy in the entire world. And in purchasing that, seemed to have ingratiated herself with a, well, less than desirable individual who seems to be the boss of said tavern you were inside of. You sold him all of your toxins that you had from the wasps that you killed, and in turn for a cheaper price, you asked for a favor to be introduced to Gilligan. He summoned his son, which was apparently the boy running around cleaning up everything. You know, boy has to learn how to work before he goes into dad's shoes, after all. And you're going to be escorted over to the island in order to meet Gilligan. So, walking through the street, the young man is smiling very proudly as he is escorting you all around. And he looks like, as he's in front of you walking backwards, outside of the tavern, he seems much more open, loud, and, well, excited. Are you guys adventurers?
You could say that.
Absolutely.
That's so cool. What is the biggest thing you killed?
A minotaur named Johnson.
Wow.
He was a bad
Isn't
guy.
that a different name for dick?
Yes, he was a big dick of a minotaur.
I burned him alive.
That's so cool.
Also, we managed to take over a ghost pirate ship.
A ghost pirate ship?
A ghost pirate ship.
Where's the ship?
Did
you keep the ship, or did it leave with the ghosts?
We've got it.
Was the ship the actual ghost that you pirated? Or did you have to kill the pirates that were on the ship that was
Okay,
not
I'm
a
getting a
ghost?
drink.
Hey, you're walking there. Thank you. He's...
To all of that, I'm just going to say yes.
Yeah, Lily
that's
probably
so
says it in
cool.
unison with Barney.
I can't wait to grow up. I plan on becoming an adventurer too.
Oh, Kurt perks
Oh,
up.
no.
You do?
Yeah, I'm gonna join the Daring Team Brigade.
Oh, we got a better one. There's a team that's looking for new recruits called the Bridge Burners, and they teach you how to be a real fighter.
I've never heard about that, but I've heard about the Daring
Well,
Team
they're-
Brigade.
they're
No one wants to join
up-and-coming
your
group.
cult.
It's not a cult. It's literally a mercenary group.
Oh, I've met cultists before. Yeah.
Well, do you want to join a cult then? Apparently, mercenary group and
Yeah,
cult
no,
is the same
no,
thing.
no.
according
It's
to...
unless you're the leader of the cult, it's not very profitable.
It's not actually a cult. It's a mercenary group. I'm gonna pull out the mercenary group contract. Literally.
Kurt, for some reason, there's quotation marks around mercenary group. You know.
Boy, you're still young. Give it a few years to.
Oh, we'll pay for your passage to get training too.
Don't
You can
put
start
any,
your adventure now.
Don't listen to this guy.
Huh.
He's just yeah.
By the
I'm
way,
offering.
My dad said I had to wait until I was 15, and I have to learn how to be a man first, which is why I'm working in the tavern. My dad's the owner of the
Oh,
tavern.
well, Well, I mean, this will teach you to be a man if you go down there, but it doesn't matter. You can wait till you're 15. Here's my card. I'm gonna give him the calling cards Kurt made.
He'll take it and he'll pocket it and he'll hold on to it. But yeah, like he's like, yeah. And Tosha, you met his dad, by the way. Just
I'm starting to picture like a business card scene from American Psycho, you know.
wow, my dad has cards like these. Look at this one. It's made out of eggshell. And just
Oh, this
By
is
the way,
Roman.
what is your name?
oh, my name? I'm Osen.
Son's name is
Osen?
Yes. Yeah.
Osen. You
Ocean Coast. Pleasure to meet you. And he sticks his hand up to you. I'm going to be an amazing adventurer one day.
Yeah, you will if you keep it up.
Sure you will. Just
Osen, you seem to have your ear to the ground quite a bit and everything. Have you seen any other dragonborn around?
Oh, sure. Every now and again, we get a few passing through here. Though most of the time, they don't talk much, or they try hiding out. A lot of people come over to the tavern just to hide out there.
I see.
Yeah. It's a good crowd to get lost in, you know? There's a lot of people there. All the time. Most of them are really nice, too.
Right. Well, make sure I also thought that Minotaur Johnson was nice at first, but he was a lying dick. So make sure that you try to learn to read people.
Oh, yeah, of course. We have bouncers.
Right.
Oh, it's so cool being an adventurer. You know, I'm actually debating on, like, what I want to do. Like, maybe I could get, like, a great axe and just slash and swing and just... or maybe I get a rapier and he starts, like, fencing in the middle of the air with nothing in his hand.
it's not all it's made out to be. Just
Kidding me? You guys have so much money and you just dropped it all at the whim and you get to go anywhere you want in the world and you get to help people. Oh,
and
so
we've
cool.
almost died several times.
Oh,
Overall, it's been a very
yeah, I haven't considered that part,
That's why you want to
Overall,
sign. Oh, go ahead, Lily.
Lily.
overall it's been a very balanced experience.
Well, that's why you sign up with a mercenary group. As you can see here, you're entitled to certain benefits, like dental.
Dental.
Yeah. So if they knock your teeth out, you'll get new ones.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, you can even get custom ones. You can get like metal ones, so you have like shark teeth or something. Could you imagine biting through your enemies?
You just have like
Yeah.
you just have like a high level spellcaster on standby to regrow your teeth.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know if they have them. They're probably just gonna put wood in there, to be completely honest. But we it's required of every contract to provide that to people. Basically, well, usually the employer ends up paying it out if they lose their tooth during the mission. It's all actually written in
It's
here.
so cool. It's so cool. I'm gonna have to get myself teeth like that. I'll talk to my dad. Maybe I can get them for Christmas.
Oh no, you have to lose your teeth first. You don't want to lose your teeth. Your teeth are very valuable.
Don't just keep your teeth where they are. Just eat your apples and keep your gums strong. Or something.
Eat my
Just drink.
apples.
Remember to
Yes.
eat your oval teeth.
5 apples a day.
Do you eat 5 apples a day?
Yeah, that's how Bernie got so big. He ate an apple every day.
No
Wait,
wonder
is
you
that
guys
where
have...
all
5
the
times
apples
a
I
day.
bought? Is
What?
that where all the apples I bought from the city went?
Yes.
No wonder you guys are having bowel issues.
I thought that was, wasn't it like a group?
Those were my apples.
He
Oh,
eats the
I-
core and everything.
Dude, you're like really jacked. Can you flex?
I can, but well, okay then.
And it's like the size of his head when you actually show it off. Whoa!
We should really
I'm gonna do what you do.
well,
Yeah.
eat 5 apples a day. And we should really get
Well,
you
you
sponsored
have
by
to
the
do
Apple
other
companies.
things as well. You have to, you know.
How many push-ups? And he pulls out like a little notepad and like,
Well, I mean, Do like 50 push-ups 3 times a day. And,
Okay, that's easy.
Right, and you should go for a jog, at least, well, maybe 5 miles, once per day at least.
Now, my dad does say that I should be working in the tavern to like clean up things, just to learn how to like, you know, get dirty and like be able to like live through a lot of things. Is that like that's
also very good? Yes. Just
for other kids? Okay,
Well,
good.
if you think about it, if you're on the floor cleaning up, that's a chance to do push-ups.
I'm not gonna push up over vomit.
No,
Yeah, that's
that's-
actually disgusting, Willie.
yes, yeah, that is.
But it's
Well,
motivation
no.
not to fail, because if you fall, then you fall in the vomit.
Well,
Good point. And
that does actually remind me of some boot camp instructors I had, but well,
oh, the hazing. And what about you? You look jacked too. Looks at you, Shale.
I mean, it's a lifestyle I hear a lot of people have, but for training, I mean, you could just go live outdoors for a long period of time.
Like a week?
Maybe fight with the bear.
Fight a bear.
don't start with that.
You guys are going to get him killed. Look, I'm telling you, kid, if you want good training, you got warriors that are meant for training people. Just come back when your dad says you're ready at 15. Find me. I'll get you free passage down there and just sign up.
You know, I'll work until we get there, and I'll check to see what the Darrington Brigade and the Bridge Burners offer, and whoever offers me the best, that's who's going to get me. So I'm going to be the best adventurer that ever lived.
I can tell you that the Darrington Brigade is not going to pay for you to go to their place.
Huh.
So,
I did hear a rumor they're nonprofit.
yeah, work for profit. It's always better to work for profit. You get professionals that way.
I also
people
hear
who-
that the Darrington Brigade helps a lot more people.
Well,
What were you
Nonprofit.
saying, Bernie?
You go.
Well, she finished. What were you saying, Bernie?
I don't want to get into a whole discussion about the ethics of mercenary groups, but they're not known for their integrity and loyalty.
Oh, trust me, the ones that sign these contracts are known for their integrity. I'll say that much. And loyalty. Yes, and loyalty.
Well, here's the island, everybody. And he gestures over at the tavern you are standing in front of. Gilligan's right on the inside. He pops his head open. Hey, Gilligan, you're meeting these people. There's a couple of tieflings, a dragonborn. They're really cool. See, there you go.
Thanks, Ison.
Dad sent them.
Thank you, Osen.
All right, well, yeah, of course. It was great meeting all of you. And hey, I'm going to do that. And he points at all of you that gave him good suggestions. I'm going to do that. Fight
Yeah,
a
do not
bear
do
as
that.
he's like walking back into town.
Start with the workouts. Do that first for
I mean,
4
that's-
years.
That's the only story I ever remember hearing about a adventurer.
Fought a bear.
Okay. Well, Lily, did you think over the suggestion? Do you want the kobold kabacha? I'm gonna tell you right
Yes.
now. Okay, not the orcish rock gut. Kurt shudders a little thinking of the orcish rock gut.
Shale and Tolsha, as you're entering into the tavern, you notice the open window over here in one of the rooms. Only Shale and Tolsha notice. Lily, you can keep going. That there appears to be a human, fairly cloaked, sitting there and just watching specifically the door. Not like watching all of you, just watching the door as people are going towards it.
Do I see Gilligan?
Yeah, he was waving at you all as he was told to meet with you.
Head over to him.
Hey, everybody. Name's Gilligan. Come sit down. Rest up a little bit.
This is
Throw your feet
this
up.
is your island, I assume.
Nah, I frequent here a lot.
Oh, okay.
Right, Queenie? Shut up, Gilligan. Yeah, she loves me. Anyways, how we doing?
Doing well.
Yes.
Good. And who are all of you? And he's like trying to shake each of your hands.
Tulsha.
Pleasure.
Name Shale.
Pleasure.
Bernie.
Pleasure.
Kurt
Lily.
and Lily went to the bar.
Oh, okay. Fuck them, I guess.
Oh no, Lily.
I assume
The-
Lily would have heard that and then called over what her name was.
Okay. Then he looks at the three of you. All right, I like you three already.
They're in the middle of a drinking
Yeah.
contest.
That's reasonable.
Y-
Hey, Queenie, whatever they're getting, put on my tab. You haven't paid your tab in 3 weeks. That's the purpose of a tab.
I think they were talking between
Anyways.
kobold kombucha and orcish rock gut.
What the hell is wrong with them?
I know.
You're gonna drink something good, right?
Like this, and I hold out the bottle of plum wine.
Ooh, that looks
Camphor
fancy.
glass.
Absolutely. Hey, Queenie, can I get a fuck off? Yeah, okay.
What kind of drink is that?
Yeah,
This one, it's the.
No, I meant the fuck off.
That's the Gilligan special. It's where I give you whatever the fuck's on tap and I spit in your cup.
Oh,
She's messing with you. She doesn't really do that, probably.
As he says that, does Lily just see her like prepare a drink for Gilligan and spit in it?
No, she's just cleaning a cup.
If he has a.
It seems more like banter than it is like malicious intent. Bernie, are you coming in? Here.
oh yeah, I'm coming.
If he has a glass, I'll pour some of the wine in there for him.
Oh, nice. You're supposed to let it aerate, and he keeps like wafting at it. This is not aerating wine, by the way,
it's-
Tolsha, but it's.
Okay.
So, anyways, you guys got business with the old captain, eh? What do you need? He tosses his feet up onto the bench beside him, just relaxing, reclining.
We need passage into a certain area that you're familiar with.
Hey, you can speak cleanly here. I mean, everybody in this place, they mind their own business mostly.
We need to get into the Empire.
Into the Empire. How into the Empire do you need to be?
Pride's call.
Well, I can only take you by boat, so I can get you within about, 15 miles of there. However, not right now. Sips the wine. Damn, that is good. Damn.
So why not right now?
We have a little problem over at the lake, or more importantly, beside the lake.
What's happening there?
Haven't been able to move in or out since that problem arrived.
What kind of problem is this?
Big one. Like literally big. There's some giants in there. They seem to have set up their own little cave out there. A group of people who went out to deal with them haven't come back, so I'm assuming they're either dead or enslaved by it. And anybody who tries to sail across that lake in order to get there, the ship gets bombarded with boulders. So I don't feel like losing my ship.
Well, how fortunate we might have a ship that could be used, however, only at night.
That's weird.
Well,
Anyways, yeah.
is there some kind of bounty or something out for these giants?
Officially, no. But I belong to the Kineu people, he says very proudly.
Would I know what that is?
Not a chance in hell, any of you. Wait, Bernie. History check.
Moment. No.
3. No idea.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with your people.
We're the originals here. The people who settled before Marquette found out where we were and started sending people here too. Not any malicious intent. We're just, more attuned to the world in the menagerie,
I see. So,
Yeah, there's a lot of us. Just scattered.
are you sort of related to those? Well, what are they called again? The Druid clans, or?
Yeah, a lot of Kineu are druids.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, back to the topic at hand. I was just thinking that, well, we are a fairly competent group, I'd say. And if these giants are causing trouble, then, well, I think it'd be best to deal with it somehow. And if we could get some kind of compensation for that, in, well,
Oh, I can't pay you. But I can find someone who can. I'm sure there's a bounty on those giants for fucking over somebody out there.
right.
Probably.
I can scrounge it up for you. No problem. And then I'll give you half off for the voyage, eh?
Well, that sounds like a very reasonable deal, right, guys?
Cool.
Any?
Just the 5 of you?
There's one more.
6. Okay. Well, then you usually charge about 50 a head, so 25 a head. So we're looking at 150 gold to escort you across the border. After you kill the creature, of course.
Would this-
There's actually 7. Don't forget Kent.
Would
175 gold.
would something like this help reduce the fare as I put the ferry pass on the table?
Don't forget our animals.
We need to add in the animals. And he looks at the ferry pass and just, God damn, why did I ever join them? Yeah, you get a free ride. Jesus Christ. And he takes your coin from you.
Well, we're still.
Anybody else have one?
Shell takes out her coin.
All right.
We're supposed to get that back, right?
Yeah, once I deliver
Right.
you. If you're good.
Right. Well, why don't we hang on to them for now and give them to you when we after we've taken care of the giants.
All right. And he hands them back to you guys. Damn it. Sorry, Queenie, not getting paid for this one either. Fuck off, Gilligan.
How much is your tab, by the way?
I don't know. She keeps tabs.
How much does he owe?
He's up to 13 gold. Make it 14.
I flipped the platinum piece over towards Queenie. Use that as part of his tab.
Hey, I like you people. You know, I was scared the moment you guys walked in here. I was a little concerned you would have been one of those soft hand folks, you know? There's a lot of them coming through here recently, but
What does that mean?
uh,
Soft hand?
literal soft hands. Like people who don't know how to work.
Right.
You know, I don't trust anybody who has soft hands, you know? No calluses, no creases, nothing. What have you done? Who did you screw over to get there, you know?
Well, yeah, I see where you're coming from. Yeah, it doesn't apply to everyone, of course, but you know, it's
Yeah, it's just a general statement, you know? It's the vibe.
right.
Give people.
There's
Yeah,
something
yeah.
to be said for doing honest labor. Yeah,
Right?
but
I can tell the 3 of you have worked hard in your lives.
Yep.
yeah. Well, yes, I suppose it has.
From working at my parents' store to studying. And getting out in the field.
Nice.
So about these giants, what do you know about them, or do you know of someone who knows more about them?
All right. Slaps the table. I can tell you guys a bunch of stuff about this area. Seeing that you don't even know who the Kineu is, I assume you know nothing about Copia, the Wildwood, anything.
Let's assume we don't.
I may remember some of the names from. Well, I studied the geography a little bit. But...
So, the Kineu who live around the area, we're the people who hold tight onto the sacred grounds that belong to our people. The Copia Wildwood, for a long period of time, was one of our sacred grounds where we would have festivals and feasts in order to celebrate the turning from winter into spring. It's very common that we would have a large congregation of us up there and do that. Of course, that's directly north to us. The Copia Lake, if you're not Kineu, you're not allowed on the lake or in the lake or to fish from the lake. That's why it's special to have a guy like me be your captain. It's watched by a couple of the local Salezos, just to make sure nobody else interacts with it, but you lucked out, you got me. One of the issues is I'm not allowed to bring outsiders on, so I have to sneak you in the boat.
Oh,
You know?
I see.
Yeah. It's a spiritual ground where when the moon hits the sky at the peak and pinnacle of a full bloom, you can catch gold-scaled fish in the lake.
Oh,
And then we eat those for youthfulness.
I see. And do they actually bring about youthfulness, or
Oh no. How old do I look?
how old does it look?
Roll an insight check, Bernie.
The only thing I really know about Monachi Coast is rumors called Sepesia.
Yeah, I've heard of that place.
You know, maybe.
Bernie, by your estimate, he's early 30s. You know, he has a youthful demeanor to him, but he's after that crest.
I'd say you're probably around like 28, 27, maybe.
It works. I'm 32.
How very interesting.
Yeah. So yes, and typically it's no issue for me just to get you on the ship, put you in some cargo, sail up there, tell them, hey, I'm doing another round of just pickups and stuff, keep going, go a little further out, come back and say, well, I had to do a ritual, and they ignore us. They don't understand our rituals and rites anyway, so they just believe whenever I say, hey, I had to perform a ritual. It's funny. Fucking Marquesian people. They're funny. But anyways, yeah, we have the giants that are up in that, the wildwood, which is very thick. The edges of it closest to us, they has a lot of like verdant trees that you would find that we use mostly for the lumber yard down here and, you know, making boats, making other things, stuff like that. However, inside, there's a lot of large, hungry predators, let's say. And recently, these two giants have been seen within the area, and there's even rumors that there's a giant colony of ants rolling in.
I wonder if this is related to the jungle
So-
down by what was the I'm forgetting out of character what the name of the place was.
Alma Floor?
By Palma Floor that had the giant animals as well as
Yeah.
the giant bananas and coca beans and
Yeah, everything seems bigger down here, right?
I mean there
So-
literally was a banana the size of him.
Right.
This isn't a
No,
euphemism.
this is not a euphemism.
Okay.
So when you say giant colony of ants, do you mean a colony of giant ants or just a big colony of normal ants?
A colony of giant ants.
Right.
Yeah. They're the size of wolves.
What? Each of them?
Yeah. It's a rumor, you know. There's no proof of it anywhere, but some people have been talking about them being up there. And, you know,
Right.
most of the time, when rumors like that spark around the area, it means someone shady is doing shady shit and don't want people interrupting. Just a little free tip for you.
Right.
Although if it were giant ants, that'd be very interesting.
That'd be terrifying. You ever see an ant? Those things can pick up pebbles that are like twice their size.
Yeah, imagine how good that would be for carrying cargo.
That shit could pull a tree out of the ground.
Good for the lumber industry.
You mean domesticating
Yeah.
them? Holy shit. You're right.
Aren't ants like connected to some sort of what's it called queen?
I believe they use pheromones, so if you made a relationship that benefits both of you, it would probably work.
Y'all are both proficient in nature? Nice. Well, Bernie's thing, that's kind of like, yeah, it's a queen, it's an ant, it's an insect, sure. But Tosha, Nature. Are you proficient?
Yes, I am.
Then okay, that's fine. Huh. Nice.
If it,
Yeah.
Sure, if it could, if they can be domesticated,
I want one. Yeah, I want one.
Huh. I wonder how an ant-based cavalry would work out.
That'd be terrifying.
It would. Yes.
I mean, they could probably climb up walls.
So terrifying.
You know. Right. Well, this is all going nowhere. Giants. The giants. You said two
Yeah.
giants.
Yeah, 2 giants. They hang out over by the bend of the forest where it meets closest to the lake itself. Here, I'll show you by bringing you all to this map. Boop, boop, boop.
And
Right around this area.
can you point that out again? Oh, there. Yeah.
It's right here.
So, and the group that went to see them, was that a group going to, well, kill them, or was it going to speak with them?
They were hired to scare them off or kill them.
Right.
know?
Okay.
One of our local adventuring groups, actually. They've been around here for a while now. Pretty decent folk, but they're probably dead now.
And where were the
Lifestyle, right, guys? He like side punches you in your forearm, Bernie.
Right. Yeah. It's not
where
far.
were the rumors of the giant ants?
In the forest or in the wildwood.
Oh, so separate area probably.
Set in it.
So it is possible though to travel upriver by boat still, right? It's just when you get to the lake you have to be careful.
Yeah.
Right.
If you want, I could bring you a little further up as far as I feel. Then you're gonna have to rowboat across.
Right. Well, yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
Shit, yeah. We leaving tonight?
What's the time of day right now?
It's dusk.
I think my brother and Lily over there needs to get a good night of rest before we venture on with this kind of. Well,
Sounds good. Well, then, in the meantime, hey, Queenie, open that tab back up, baby. Get another round. She just sighs in disappointment, and you guys are going to be drinking with her. Lily and Kurt, this is your final drink off.
Final drink off. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Okay.
What beverage did you pick?
So yeah, me and Kurt were having an argument kind of thing in the chat because he wanted the Kobold Kabunga, but then Lily was like, no, he wants this. Let's get the strongest dwarven shit that's there.
And she just keeps staring at the counter as the two of you argue.
It's a challenge. We're both drinking the same thing. Plus, the Kobold Kabuncha is the most potent, deadliest thing I've ever seen in my life. They literally just find what they can in caves and make alcohol out of it.
Well, if we're going to drink and if it's on his tab, he's right. Let's drink something good, but also strong.
No, I'm not. This is a challenge. We're not doing like just stronger. I drink this normally. Kobold Kabuncha.
She puts 2 shot glasses on the table, uncorks a bottle, pours both of them, and pushes it towards both of them, and crosses her arms.
That's
make
not
a
the
good
Kobold
point.
Kabuncha.
And Lily will go ahead and look at Kurt in like a challenge, like top this look, and then she'll take a shot.
Fine. But
All right. It is perfectly clear.
it's water. Okay, I'm drinking it.
Okay, both of you con saves. Advantage on Lily. Ooh, that's good.
18. Very good.
That's good. You both knock it back, and oh, that's disgusting. There is no flavor to that. That is just alcohol. Oh, that is not something either of you have ever experienced before in your
I
life.
tasted medical.
We make it out back. She pours 2 more
Wait,
shots.
no, we're doing the kobold kombucha now.
Drink.
I don't want to do this again.
Lily once again like looks at Kurt like because he doesn't want to do it and takes another shot even though it tastes like shit. Or at least
Yup.
Just waiting for the double nut
This is
one.
moonshine. Yeah. She slams it back.
10.
10. Oh, that is not okay.
Okay.
You're feeling rough, Kurt.
You had enough, cult boy?
No, I want to try my kobold kombucha. Or you know what? We should. It was my turn to choose, as he said. We could put it up to the orcish rot gut. Do you have orcish rot gut?
I got moonshine.
That's not orcish rot gut. That's not it
We'll
at
take
all.
it.
No.
She pours another glass.
That's what
2
she's been
shots.
doing the whole time. Yeah, I was gonna say. Dougie, I'm not gonna be able.
Oh, Lily, you're wobbly because it's just so much alcohol, but you're standing.
That's about right.
Kurt, you slam it back, and as you are falling backwards, just stare up at the ceiling, wishing you had your fucking.
Yeah, I
kombucha.
wanted a kobold drink. Oh well.
You just fall flat on your ass off the chair,
Ah, shite.
and the ceiling is the last thing you see before.
Yeah, Lily is like stands up, raises her arms in victory, like turns her voice box off because she's like yelling like yeah kind of thing, and making that kind of gestation. She's about to do like a victory lap, and then after like the 3rd step, falls on her face and just starts sleeping.
Oh, we should get them a bucket. It'll be about 3 minutes and 43 seconds before he wakes up and throws up. And well, I don't know Lily quite as well, but
I'll try some of your moonshine if you don't mind.
She pours you a shot of it. This is what we give to the people who are annoying. Hands you a shot of it,
Take a
Tolsha.
shot.
Yeah, you're fine.
It's fine.
It's just moonshine.
It's not bad.
But now,
Not great, but not
now
great.
what you give to the people you don't like.
That is what I give to them.
so you give. What did you say? You gave the same thing to both? Well, the ones you like and the ones you don't like.
No, this is the people that annoy the shit out
Oh,
of me.
right. So what about the people who don't annoy you or do the opposite?
There's a few and far between. I get them what they want.
I see.
Do you want some peach moonshine?
Sure.
Sure. She'll pour a couple of glasses of peach moonshine. And yeah, it's not much better. It tastes like that horrendous flavor, but also a little bit of peach.
Care for some of this wine?
I'm good.
A glass of water, please, or a mug. And I go over
Here's your
and
glass.
I pick Kurt up and put him into a chair and go get a bucket to place in front of him. And then I do the same for Lily.
There's some rooms down the hall. You're gonna be paying a gold for your room, though.
Of course.
That's fine.
And she gestures down directly south where you see the open door currently is.
Place 4 gold on the counter.
Your Majesty, did you see any other Dagon Dawn here? I'm looking for
Ernie,
a
Shiel, can you help
guy.
Shiel, can you help me drag Lily to her room?
I'm fine.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Those are your toes.
I just like lift Lily up by the back neck of her tunic.
All right. There are 3 rooms down here available that between the 5 of you, you can set up however you would like. I pinged each of them. Go ahead and move to whichever rooms you're dragging your companions over to. There's a cot rolled up to whoever wants cots to join in the
By
other.
the way, as you're carrying Lily,
We.
Of course.
Dude, her sense of balance is not good enough right now. We're like on a sailboat going wall to wall down the hallway.
She'll do a spin to help Lily.
Kurt, where the fuck are you going to?
He's going outside the puke.
I
I'll
thought.
see Kurt's.
All right.
Gonna puke right here.
is he like trying
Order.
to crawl out, but then Bernie's there's like, no, you're going into the room, and he like holds him by the legs while
I
Kurt's like
placed
clawing
the-
his way.
Place the bucket right in front of you. Right. I go help him.
In front of someone's window.
Puke him, and I give him a pat on the back and drag him over to one of the rooms.
Alright. Bernie, right in front of the window where he is puking into the flower box that is right on the windowsill, you see an individual cloaked in there, just kind of like scoffing at the two of you before closing the blind.
Sorry, neighbor.
Oh, Kurt, you don't see
Oh.
anything. You're gone. Those beholder eyes kicked in.
Just as I don't need help, I got this.
Plus, I
I forgot to do the voice on that one.
I would like whoever is going to which room to put yourselves into those rooms, please.
Figured I'd drag Lily into mine. Like, come on, Lily.
Which room is it?
All right, so down here.
Okay.
On the bed.
Kurt, Bernie,
So
I guess this one.
this one, right?
Yeah, I mean, unless either of you want to share with Shale, but
Yeah, no. Stick with Kurt.
Tall is asking questions. I'm trying to find a guy.
Kurt, that's not the right room, damn it.
I'm,
And the door's
Oh,
locked.
the door to this room's locked? I didn't know that.
Actually, no, yeah, there's no locked doors on any of these rooms, so you open it up and you lie in bed, and oh, hey, look, there's a teddy bear in
Yeah,
this
I'm
bed.
gonna take the teddy bear.
Kurt, where the hell did you
Someone
go?
screams down the
Kurt?
hall.
That's what he
Damn it.
screamed.
In this room here, Bernie, you see a man in the bed that Kurt just crawled into, screaming to
There's
high
nobody in
heaven,
this room,
What?
though.
terrified.
God damn it!
Oh, not a token, it's just an
Oh,
NPC.
I look at the guy. Just, I'm sorry, and I grab Kurt by the.
Get him out of
yeah,
here!
Yeah, he's going.
I'm not even wearing
this is my
pants.
room.
God damn it! We're over here. I drag him into the room here. Okay. Just-
uh,
Just go to sleep. All right.
Or humor me for a second, Lily, and like breathe out a bit and like lay the match in front of her mouth.
I gotta ask Her Majesty about Dragon Bone.
You
Got it.
Her Majesty will take a note. Do you want to ask her?
I gotta ask her the Dragon Bone. Trying to find that.
Who are you trying to find?
He's mean.
A mean guy.
He's mean.
We'll find the mean guy, Lily.
No, that's me. I'll find him.
And then Lily will fall asleep again.
All right.
With Lily asleep, I'm going to send a. I'm going to cast sending, and I'll tell you what I'm going to say, Joey.
Okay.
I'll whisper to you.
Kurt, I'm assuming you're going to be passing out and waking up and vomiting and passing out and waking up and
Alright,
vomiting.
if he's still puking,
over
yeah.
and over.
The same place. He's gonna go outside and puke in the same place.
Jesus Christ. There is a toilet, by the way, right down the hallway here. It's a communal
I
bathroom.
just think
Wait,
it's
so-
funny if this like canonically pukes in the same place every time.
I was just wondering if it means he pukes in the same place. Does he go through the whole journey, get back to the same room in the same order as well?
At some point, that door's getting barred. But anyways, that means the other 3 of you are going to be up for a little bit while this is happening. What is your nightly ritual when you're inside of a tavern for each of the 3 of you, given your circumstance? We'll start with Shale, who's solo.
She's just kind of mellowed out at this point. So this isn't a typical night for her. She wouldn't even like sleep in the tavern. She'd usually be outdoors sleeping with Dorothy. But given the intoxication she's currently under, she's just passed out, kind of flailed on the bed, and waiting until her body recovers.
All right. Bernie.
Well, Bernie starts with taking off his armor and stuff and doing a few like push-ups before going to bed and saying a short prayer to the lawbearer to ask for, fortune and good health, and go to bed. Falling asleep like instantly.
Tosha.
Well, first after the sending, which that was weird if I had sent it. She'll first make sure Lily's actually tucked in bed so she isn't just sprawled out everywhere.
Yeah, she'll get tucked in, but probably when her sleep, she'll like kind of hold on to your shirt as like some sort of like comfort thing.
See, and I was like, well, looks like I'm here for the rest of the night. After that, she'll just write down in her notebook the things that happened today, and after a while, waiting to see if her grandmother responds. If not, she'll take off her armor and head to bed.
All right. Well, you do get a response, Tosha. Since you did you mean to make that public, what you posted?
No,
there?
but it is what it is.
Okay. I'll whisper to you your response then.
Okay.
In public, he'll whisper it, like you did.
Yeah, apparently if you press Shift Enter after a whisper, it doesn't do it.
It's weird.
Yeah, even though it was the same.
Yeah. Just space parentheses
Yeah.
to keep it in the same line.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, you need to keep it in sort of like the same. Yeah, I don't know.
Same line.
Yeah, and I imagine like next session, Marion just is gonna be at his bar, being like, "Where is everyone right now? I thought weren't they supposed to come back?"
There you go, Tosha. That is your response. Now, during the night, I'm excluding the passives of Kurt and Lily because you are too intoxicated to have any semblance of your surroundings right now. The other 3, -5 penalty while sleeping.
12 passes.
Puts Tosha to 12. And Bernie to 8. And Shale to 10. Oh, that's Dorothy. Shale to 11.
That actually does bring up a good point before you go on, Joey. Sorry, this is a little late. Our companions for like me and Shale, like Dorothy and Misty, would they have come with us on the tavern crawl, or are they staying at the carriage? Would you say?
That's up to you guys. Kent's on the carriage, so
Oh, we gotta protect Kent.
that's up to you guys. What'd you say, Grinsky? You're muted.
Yeah, I already said that Dorothy did not come inside any of the establishment. She's been outside, so yeah, she's with.
But is she outside the tavern, or is she all the way in the?
Oh, you're talking about she'd just be outside the tavern.
Okay. There is a window, so she could be literally right outside.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I think Lily would probably tell Misty to stay at the carriage and protect Kent in the carriage.
Okay. So, Shale, or sorry, Tolsha has the 12. While you're tucking yourself into sleep after doving your armor, you hear down the hallway the sounds of a unique language that you don't quite recognize. Its origin seems relative to common, but that's about all you can designate with it. They seem to be speaking as if to something else. And they pause periodically, and you hear the sound of the doors in this place opening from the opposite hallway first, moving towards you.
I'll be awake, and I'm going to, because of paranoia, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay. The voice gets closer down the hallway. Sorry. And you hear the room right next to yours open up. A couple of seconds later, it closes. Einzelwein. Gut sein. And you hear ever so quietly your door slowly open, bringing in the light from some lantern down the hallway. And you're awake. You see this individual, the same one from the window earlier, pop their head in, look over at you as you're awake. Versahang. And backs up. Ah, wrong. Is this the wrong room? It keeps moving. Roll me a perception check, Tolsha.
I will use Session Inspiration.
Go for it. Roll me a history check. Nine. You can't place the accent or the dialect. But it was distinct, something that if you heard again, you would recognize. And from outside of your room, the individual continues whispering something under their breath, They stepped far away, about 15 feet from your room or so, down the hall, not moving up to where your siblings' rooms are quite yet.
I'm gonna
And they seem to be expressing worry and frustration.
cast tongues on myself.
Okay. That allows you to understand any language you hear.
Yep.
No. The experiments are still stopping people from entering into the lake. I believe these people may be on the way to quell it. One of them saw me. I don't think they know what I was talking about. No. Do you wish for me to follow them? Do I have your permission to use my strengths? Yes, Master. Anything for the Empire. And then the individual walks back down the hallway, the previous direction that they came from.
I am there's a window in my room, right?
Correct. But it's not one of those it can open windows. It's one of those this is just glass panes put into the door, into the window frame. But you can see out.
Okay. I'm gonna wait a few minutes until I hear like he's in his room again.
Well, you no longer hear him, so you can at least assume he's no longer in the hallways.
And then I'm going to head back out here and
As you step out, you want to rotate first. As you see Gilligan walking down the hallway, kind of looking around. Stealth check, please.
$15.
Okay. He seems to be going to this room over here, which was the room adjacent to the one where you saw the man in. And he pulls out a key that unlocks it and goes inside.
Okay. I'm going to head to the northern room and try to open the door quietly to check in.
Shale, you don't have your own lock, do you?
If I do, it wasn't done because, again, I just collapsed on the bed, so.
Sounds good. And you enter in no problem. Where Shale seems to be sound asleep.
I'm going to challenge like, Shale.
As soon as you're like within 10 feet of Shell, she shifts and like turns her attention, like her head just goes up, but not looking at you. What?
Shale, quiet. Listen. You remember the guy that saw us enter the tavern earlier? Who was looking out the window?
The old guy, the young guy, or the two across the street that were making the trade?
The one that was in the cloak in the window of this tavern.
Yeah, I think he had a smell to him. What? What
From-
time is it?
Late, listen, be quiet. From what I can understood of him, he is part of whatever's causing something up by the lake. And from the sounds of it, in relation with the Empire, from what he also said, it sounds like he's going to end up following us. So I need you to keep an eye out when we head up there.
Keep an eye on the old smelly guy. All right, I'll do it. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Okay. I think I need to go outside. real
You both
quick.
hear footsteps.
You said that there was a shared bathroom in here, but
Yeah. Down this
Shell
way.
was not aware of this, nor is she typically. So she just exits her room and goes outside of the tavern, probably to the side of it. And
Before
Yep.
that, you heard footsteps coming down the hallway, both of you. Tolsha, did you close the door behind you? You
I
didn't declare so.
would have closed the door behind me.
Okay. Well, you hear the footsteps. Two sets of footsteps. A heavier and a softer set, both of which are attempting to be very quiet as they are walking.
Is there a place I could peek through the door to look?
There's underneath the door frame, like, there's a pretty big gap.
Can I take a look at the two sets of boots to try and remember what they look like? Or shoes?
Absolutely. Sure. You look underneath, and you recognize one of the sets. It is Gilligan's. You saw his boots when he threw it up on the bench, crossing his legs, hanging out. And he's walking very closely with a more slender boot, thin on the sides, who's a lot quieter than him, walking behind him. They seem to be leaving.
All right.
Did you wake anybody else up, or?
No, I came to you first. And this is all as a whisper as well.
yeah, she's keeping it low for you.
Since
Would it be trouble if I were to excuse myself?
no. Go ahead.
Yeah, Shell just moves past her and is just nonchalantly going again that path I described. So just kind of leaving the tavern to.
So, when you're exiting the tavern and walking around the side, you see down the block a little bit Gilligan's very vibrant orange hair. And he seems to be holding the wrist of somebody behind him who's wearing a very deliberate cowl to hide their hair, their face, their features, and most other things, but they seem to be walking down southwards out of town. And when they round a different corner, you look, and it appears to be a drow that he's walking with. Feminine in nature.
I imagine since we're in the city, there's enough lighting. I just want to reiterate, dark vision lacking, so I'm just kind of catching.
There is lighting
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
city, yes.
Yeah,
Not to mention he's a human, he would need a lantern. So
giving it, the attention it deserves. But yeah, keeping my gait the same and just rounding the corner. Gonna greet Dorothy, make sure she's chill and do my business. That's it.
Yeah. Dorothy seems perfectly fine right now. She fed herself. And yeah, you relieve yourself. Then you head back, I assume.
Yep, just back inside to the room.
All right. Tulsha, during that time, were you doing anything? Tulsha?
No, I was in the room thinking, like, the hell is Gilligan doing, and who is that? Could that have been the person with the accent set for the Empire? And when Shell gets back, did you see who Gilligan was with?
Caught a glimpse of that face. Seemed to be DACA elf, woman. Believes one features, but that was really all. Did I catch a shade of the hair, Jero? Did you say?
No, the cowl hides like 90% of everything. It's just shorter hair to be able to fit or balled up in the back.
Fair enough. All right. That's it.
That is interesting.
I mean, could be a friend, acquaintance, lady of the night, but I think we'll deal with that in the morning. I'm so tired. Let me know if you need anything, Tulsha.
All right, you go back to bed, Shale.
And this time she'll actually like climb into the bed proper and kind of wrap herself up.
I'll head back to my room, sit back on the bed, and pull Lily's hand so she can hold on again, because I heard her whimper a bit as I broke out of her grip.
All right. So, after all of that, morning rolls around. And early in the morning, so that the two who are shit-faced are inconvenienced, but nobody else really is, you hear the knockings on the door and hallway of Gilligan. All right, everybody, we got a busy day ahead of us. Come on, let's go. We want to get on the waters before we run into everybody else, right? Come on.
Please stop pounding on the door so loud.
You'll be fine. Just drink a little bit of milk.
I get out of bed, look over at Kurt, and I just start getting dressed into my armor and stuff.
Can you use that magic you do and get rid of this crap in my body?
Keep in mind, it only removes the poison. It doesn't remove the hangover.
I'll just need water after that. Kurt's smart.
Yeah, Bernie?
I look at him just somewhat derisively and just, at some point you're going to have to learn to deal with the consequences of your action.
I had it under control until that bartender stopped giving us what we were asking for.
Right, you always say that.
Dude, Kombucha Kobold, I can't face that Dragonborn thing. I'm pretty sure it's immune to drinking anyways. Like, wasn't even a fair challenge to begin with.
Well, if you eat your apples and you do your push-ups, maybe...
We're out of apples, Bernie. You ate all the apples.
Maybe someday you'll learn to deal with it.
Well, there are no apples.
I'm not going to use my divinely gifted blessings to relieve your stupidity.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry, not
opens up
stupidity.
your door.
It's just...
He opens up your door, smiles at the two of you, and tosses a large bag in, or a large sack in, towards the two of you.
Oh.
Bernie, since you're the one standing already, do you want to catch it, or do you want to move out of the way so it hits Kurt?
I'm looking at it as he's throwing it, and just it hits me and just. What's this?
Oh, it's bait.
Bait.
Yeah, we got to bring bait onto the ship so they believe me that I'm going fishing.
Okay.
Lily, are you all right?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know you were gonna talk to me.
I was going to get.
Oh, hey, Tulsha. Thanks for watching over me last night. Unless something weird happened. Tell me something weird didn't happen.
Little bit. You all
Oh,
right? You
no.
were whimpering in your sleep.
No. I'm not a little girl anymore.
You were also talking about seeing the queen.
Queenie, the bartender.
I don't think that's the one you were talking about, Lily.
I'm pretty sure that's who. Yeah, that was.
That legitimately that was who I was talking about, but she was drunk.
I need to find the queen.
I need to find her, see Her Majesty, Queenie.
I don't know who else it would be.
Well, you did grab onto my shirt, and when I had to get up to use the restroom, you whimpered as soon as I got out of your grip.
I think that I was just probably a bad dream, and I'm used to. Usually, I have my hand. Misty's there to kind of for me to hug, body pillow. She's very comfortable.
Really?
Yeah.
Annabelle?
Have you seen the design? She is extremely comfortable, and she can hug you back.
I suppose.
You should give it a try sometime.
Right. Well, let's get ready for the day, as we'll have some adventuring to do. I'm also going to pull you in close, whisper. Keep an eye out. There's going to probably someone be following us.
Lily doesn't say anything, but she nods in response.
By the way, it might be relevant, but while I was mainly distracted with Kurt, who was trying to get out of drinking some really good stuff, I did overhear something about giants, and both Miriam and we do know how to speak giant.
That is very useful. If we run into the giant ants, I'll try to talk to them. Provided they are actually giant ants.
Giant ants. I meant the giants, not the... If it's giant ants, I would love to get some samples, though. But...
Yeah, the two things that he told us about, the giants and then the giant ants the size of wolves.
I see. I didn't prepare them today, but you said that we may have an uninvited observer. She whispers.
Yes. And I'm being extra quiet on this part. Likely from the Empire, who's responsible for this event.
As I said, I didn't prepare for that today, but next time...
You can still prepare your spells.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm tracked.
You prepare when you wake up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in that case,
Yeah.
In that case, give me some time at the carriage before we head out, and I'll prepare something in case this person is trying to follow us without being seen.
I've let Shale know as well.
That's good.
I feel if I were to let Bernie know, he'd be very zealous in trying to find them right away. So, probably want to keep him in the dark about this.
Gilligan knocks on your door now.
I said stop knocking so
Alright,
loudly.
ladies. I have your milk.
Thank you.
He opens the door a little, like just a crack. Should I open to give it to you, or should I
I'll
walk
just
away? Should I
I'll
leave it
just
out
hold
here?
a hand out the crack of the door.
Yeah, he'll hand it to you. Tulsha, with your passive, you see that there is raw egg in the milk.
Typical hangover cure.
I've drank worse, believe it. And
Then Lily will just down it.
You're right. This is nowhere near as bad as that goblin gut that you had.
Hey, once you've had the goblin stuff, it like opens up so many doors to other things you can
Oh
eat.
no, that's not. That's not.
Hey, it's all about the mindset.
Oh. So yeah, you know what? Fine, I'll give you a con save at advantage for this one,
Maybe you should.
as there is pepper, a little bit of hot sauce, and an egg in here. Oh, that was weird.
That was weird, but
Now it's
that
gone.
was weird, but dragonborns love pepper because spice.
True. The hot sauce really made the milk pop. There you go. There you go. Should sober you up, no problem. It does absolutely nothing for you.
Does Gilligan look tired from what I saw at the crack of the door?
Roll me an insight check.
Guidance?
Oh, this is a reactionary thing. You don't guidance it. Yeah. 23, though. Gilligan's someone who controls how he presents himself to people very well, but he does have kind of like a slight worry behind his eyes. A slight worry. As for tired, he looks as tired as other sailors that you've seen, which they're usually just statically tired. You know, they work long-ass hours, but he seems okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. Time to head out into town and get on the boat, right?
Yes, indeed. As soon as the others are
Perfect.
ready.
Yep, I'll be waiting right outside for you all.
sounds good. Thank you for the drink.
Yeah, of course. Hopefully it works. And he walks away. Kurt, he leaves one on the table for you as well if you want.
I did bring back a plate of eggs and bacon, along with an apple for Kurt.
I only eat the apple.
I eat double eggs and bacon then.
Damn it, he took your apple. But, did somebody remove the 1 gold for your 3
I-
rooms? It's literally just 1 gold.
Oh, for
so-
all 3? Okay.
Yeah, it's not, dude. Rooms are supposed to be like dirt cheap unless you're staying at a high-end
Yeah.
place. This is a place that doesn't even have fucking locks on the doors.
I did pay for it though.
Like,
And
Alright,
I'm
cool.
gonna open up the bag that he threw at us and just look at the bait that he's talking about.
it's a lot of filleted fish, a
Right.
lot of it,
Ugh. Right. Smell is certainly.
wrapped up in paper. So yeah.
Oh,
This
by the
is-
way, Lily. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, does the smell reach Lily's dragonborn nose?
And Kurtz. Con saves both of you.
Disgusting.
Blame Tulsha. Both of you, like,
Oh no, I think it was mainly because Tulsha knows that Lily likes fish. Because
yeah. So yeah, both of you are okay. You're fine. You're fine.
Well, you're okay. You lived on a boat for a while. I'm sure you'll be good at catching fish. Think the bait's any good though? Smells
Well,
horrific.
should do it. Should do the trick at least. But if we're gonna present ourselves as fishermen, then we might as well have the what you call it, the props for it, I suppose.
Yeah, we could go buy the clothing or something. I'm sure they have it here. I'm gonna open this chest and see what's in it.
It's a foot locker
This foot locker.
meant for you to store personal effects in the room while you're in
Hopefully
here.
hopefully somebody left something in there.
Roll me a percentile die.
RD 23. Everything will be normal.
23 is a little too low. I mean, it looks like they clean it out after each tenant. Presumably, whoever leaves something, they take it. So.
There's one sock.
One sock. Oh, well. That's all you. Okay.
And Lily,
Mysteriously, you know what? I'm going to do this. Mysteriously, there is one left sock that matches the right sock you've had in your bag for so long, but lost the mate to.
Me or Bernie?
Bernie.
What? That's my sock. How did that get there? I always keep track of my sock, except I'm looking for that one for. Oh,
That's
Years.
gross, Bernie.
what?
I'm leaving the room. Disgusting.
that's a good point though. Can Lily check her foot locker real quick too?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, percentile. Pain back to last night when Kurt went through his
Oh,
own
so
bag, pulled
close.
out the sock he stole from Bernie, and just put it in the locked trunk to hide it from him.
That's so close. Just two more.
So close. You know what? You do find something in here, though. You find that there is a small quill in here.
I'm gonna take it.
All right, you take the quill
I offer
from the island.
I offer the innkeep just a morning breakfast with a promise of it being cleaned up by our dear friend Miriam.
Oh God.
You know what? I like putting my tenants to work. Go for it.
And that's what you get for missing the session doors and more.
Yep. Marion shows up first thing in the morning. Guys, they had a really nice. Oh, God damn it.
And Lily,
I'm assuming Lily would hear that because that's something she would love to hear. And so she adds on.
and if when he's done, tell him we're heading out with Mr. Gilligan.
Guys, it's only going to be a couple minutes. Seriously, it's going to only be a couple minutes, okay? And just he's scrubbing dishes and shit.
No, he's got the magic for that, but I mean, I'm sure he has to focus or something.
Oh, yeah. Prestidigitation. True. And the unseen servant. So, yeah. He completes it in like 5 minutes and catches up with you all.
I'm gonna go.
You all walk.
I'm gonna go over to Gilligan and just ask him quickly. Before we went to bed last night, Kurt here accidentally went into the wrong room. There was a guy there.
Which room?
There was a fisherman. I think he left earlier this morning. I bumped into.
Oh, okay, yeah, no problem.
Right. He's not some sort of bad guy we need to worry about taking revenge or anything, right?
Bad guy?
Yeah, I mean,
Fisherman?
well, you never know. I mean,
Hopefully not.
no. Oh, well, that's good.
It's been a while since I've heard about the murderous fisherman. He's been inactive for like 3 or 4 years now, so I'm pretty sure he's done on his
Wait,
murders.
that guy was a fisherman
He was.
last
Yeah.
night? Okay,
Apparently.
I'm gonna go bathroom real quick.
He had a teddy bear.
By the way, Kurt,
Yeah.
Lily will like lean in next to like, so she's like next to Kurt's ear.
I won.
Well, congratulations. Everyone has to win sometimes, and everyone has to lose sometimes.
You both lost.
Jesus, so petty.
Wasn't the agreement that the loser had to sign a contract for the winner?
Oh, it was no.
It was for the cloak.
No contracts. Don't even start with that.
I mean, if he did have to sign a contract, it'd have to be for my cult, which I don't have yet, but he'd be the first member.
I'll give you 50 gold if you sign a contract. He says
Which
as he's walking
contract?
away. What about forest fires?
Lily will laugh as she follows, but she's not signing any shit from you.
What are the odds, right?
Yeah, we're just going into the forest.
So, Kurt, I see where you are at. Are you doing something?
Yeah, he's gonna open the Foot Locker and look for fishermen's clothes.
Okay. You walk into the room and you see the Foot Locker is locked with their own lock. This is why people buy padlocks.
Damn it.
The teddy bear still in the bed.
No.
I could open locks or something. If only there was a spell I knew that lets you open things. I'm gonna use knock.
Everybody in the tavern, as you're sitting there, Gilligan's going, yeah, so a couple of you are gonna what the fuck?
Wait, I don't think knock's that loud.
Knock is heard in 200 feet when you cast
is
it.
No,
it?
no, knock's the one that
Roll the spell. Roll it. Roll it. Roll it. Roll
Oh,
it.
I think
yeah,
you're thinking
they're
like
rolling.
Thunder Wave or something with
Roll the spell. We're not thinking, we're reading.
Okay, knock.
300 feet.
When you cast this spell, a loud knock audible from as far away as 300 feet emits from the targeted object.
wow.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Question the DM.
I've never heard that from that spell. I apologize.
No, it's
I will remember
literally a
this.
loud knock.
It's the only reason wizards can't be rogues. Like,
I mean, technically they can.
I can open any door. I'll alert everyone, but I'll open any door. But yeah, you cast knock and everybody hears the very loud.
Okay. Open it, grab the clothes, and just walk normally.
Inside is the teddy bear sitting upright on top of a pile of clothes.
I'm gonna take the teddy bear and the fisherman's clothes, the fishing clothes.
That's
and then walk
fucked
to
up,
my
man.
They smell like fish.
And then we'll walk to my room and change into fisherman's clothes.
Like, I mean, from a normal person's perspective, that's kind of fucked up. You just took a guy's teddy bear.
Yeah.
Queenie walks down the hallway, watching you walk out of that room with the items. 10 gold and I'll be
Oh
quiet.
yeah, fine.
She takes the 10 gold and just goes
I'm
back.
telling you right now that that teddy bear is some kind of Chucky doll.
We'll see.
What's a Chucky doll?
We actually and
Hi, I'm Chucky. Want to play?
You did that too well.
It's like I've prepared. Anyways, you go ahead and get changed. A moment later, Kurt walks back out dressed in head-to-toe casual fishing gear, looking like one of those fishermen for sport people. He has the hat with the tackle and everything.
So, Kurt, what are you doing, dear?
Bernie told me we had to look the part, so I'm gonna look like a fisherman. Did you, Bernie?
You told him to do this, Bernie?
I didn't. I said that maybe we should. It was an idea I threw out. It wasn't a go do this kind of order or anything.
No, don't worry. It's just closed from the locker in my room. It had a lock on it. Just lady came down and paid her for the time and opened the lock.
Did you take it from someone else?
He lied to Bernie.
Would he hesitate to burn?
Yeah, he would have hesitated. He said, "What do you think?" Of course not. Come on, let's stop worrying. You said let's get the look like the character. I look like the part now.
I mean,
Go put it back. It's not yours.
Is that why it says slap my ass if you like me on the back?
What? Sorry, I didn't understand what you said.
Is that why it says slap my ass if you like me on the back?
No way it says that. What are the odds it says that?
Lily's gonna slap Kurt on the ass.
Well, I guess it says that. I guess it's canonically that it says it now. Okay, I'm gonna change.
Bernie, do fishermen typically look like this around these parts?
I'm not a local, but I
Gilligan shakes his head. Now that's one of the people from out of town who fishes for sport.
It seems very flamboyant and noticeable.
right.
Kurt, you thought you looked the
Yeah,
part.
I know. I thought it was fisherman's clothes.
It is.
It's just those casual rich guy. I'm fishing at my yacht this weekend clothes. Like,
Okay.
you know those guys who buy everything from the bass shop and they go down to the big one every week to buy from it? Those people.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna go back to the room and then just throw the clothes in my bag. I like this outfit.
In my experience, most
I'm
fishermen just
calling- I am calling out to Kurt as he walks back. Keep the boots.
Oh yeah, I am keeping the boots on.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Bernie?
I'm just talking like in general to like in my experience, fishermen are just regular people wearing regular clothes.
Right?
Maybe some sort of tanned leather that's
Maybe less clothes if they're in the water,
right. Well, yeah. Yes.
Or if it's hot.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, Gilligan. Or if it's hot.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I mean,
I think his heart's in the right place. His head just might be elsewhere.
only people who are. Well, I don't know what their intention could be, but why would you want to like signal to everyone that, hey, I'm a fisherman? It's not a very prestigious kind of thing. I'm not trying to insult any fishermen or anything here. Of course, it's
It seems
perfectly
really
honest.
elitist to think that being a fisherman is lesser than.
I
whatever
didn't
you're
say that. I just no, that's not what I said.
I mean, I know they're saying there's plenty of fish in the sea, but come on, that did not look good on you.
Gilligan just keeps walking.
I am curious, Bernie, if you were to get that cloak that we had, could you show us what a fisherman looks like to you?
Well, I mean, we're going to the docks, aren't we?
Yeah,
You
it's just
see-
like everybody's perception of things and places they come from just makes
Well,
it a bit
Let's
different.
go find a fisherman, and I'll tell you that he's a fisherman when he right. Fishermen are found at the docks, and they look like what they are, I suppose. I'm not sure where to go with this.
Kurt comes back in a darker set of fishing clothes, designed specifically not to intimidate the fish at nighttime with the vibrancy of the previous one.
Oh, damn it, Kurt!
Shell just smiles and walks away. That's too good.
It's still the same hat, though. He seems to only have two hats. The one he's wearing and the one
Okay,
you stole.
let's get going soon. Come on, we all have to look the part, right?
God damn it!
Right.
You all walk through Tusoa, heading over towards the docks where you see there's a number of different longboats out here. Only longboats, nothing that terribly special. And you see Gilligan is sitting on top of one of these vessels right now, and there appears to be two young men on the boat as well. By your estimates, they are late teenage years to early 20s for humans. The one kid seems to have grown out a beard, presumably through all of his adolescence, in order to have it look somewhat like an actual beard on his face. And the other one appears to just keep himself very clean shaven deliberately with like flowing back long black hair. Just like he cares way too much about his appearances. And both of them are helping set up the vessel right now with Gilligan. Gilligan turns to the two of you, or to all of you. All right, these are the young chaps we hired to work the boat today. All right.
How many fishing rods you got on the boat?
Insight.
7. Go for it.
Joey, quick question. Can Lily do an insight check or perception check to try to look at these two young chaps and see if, like, yes, they look the part, but is one of them maybe someone in disguise?
What would provoke that insight? Just wondering, because you've met a lot of different people working jobs and haven't incited any of them yet.
Oh, well, in this case, it was from earlier. Tolsha mentioned, hey, someone is probably going to be following us or something like that. And what better way to follow someone than like be on the same boat as them as a young fisher lad?
All right. Go ahead and roll an insight.
That was my reasoning. But if it's not enough, I'm cool with that too.
Meanwhile, on the dock, I'm tapping Shayla on the shoulder and just pointing over to a couple of fishermen over further by the docks and just they look like fishermen. I think they are as well.
But they don't look the same.
No.
I was more curious what your thoughts were. Not so much. I know what a fisherman looks like, darling.
Right. Well, a fisherman looks like whatever he wants to look like.
Precisely. And I'm not familiar with where you're from, so I was just curious is all.
Right.
Lily. Oh, go ahead. If you're not done, go ahead.
Go ahead. This is just
Lily.
banter.
The two men, young men, look to be young men who are fishermen by trade, working as fishermen for hire on the docks by trade. Good caution, but they seem to just be them.
Yeah.
As far as you can tell, unless they're really good at like illusion.
Yeah, Lily's doing that like kind of cartoonish thing where like when they're looking away, she's kind of like glaring like I'm watching you, kind of like at the back of their heads, and then when they look her direction, she's like looking like da 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 da.
As Kurt gets onto the ship, the one with the slick back hair like smirks at him. Nice vest.
An insult.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, you know what? I bet I can outfish you any day of the week.
Funny. I'm not a fisher. I'm a sailor.
Oh, yeah, that's what they all say. People that are afraid of a challenge.
Do you prefer seamen?
This whole fisherman thing just cracked me up.
Kurt, are you getting in a fight with a seaman?
Oh no, I'm just trying a friendly wager, which he seems to be too. What's the chicken of the sea? Oh,
Fish.
codfish.
No, that's tuna.
Tuna. Yes.
Tuna.
He's too
No,
tuna.
Tuna's fucking
Well,
delicious.
you're too tuna to take the challenge.
He looks over at you, Bernie.
What?
Was he like dropped on his horns when he was younger? Or
Lily,
Well,
Bernie was being talked to?
he. I don't remember. Probably.
Lily's gonna pull out her warhammer and then look to Bernie.
Is it okay? Can I? May I?
What? What's? Sorry, we were just looking at these fishermen.
Please say that out loud.
What's the issue here?
Oh, they're talking crap on the vest, but they can't fish. And they work at the sea all day. I can't catch a fish.
Gilligan rolls his eyes. Brad, Chad, fuck off and do your job you're getting paid for.
Chad, Jesus.
Brad seems to be the guy who said the shit to you. Chad is the other guy.
He's such a Chad. Yeah, Lily will put her warhammer away.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Lily was about to knock Kurt off into his ass.
Just for logistics, are we leaving Kent back with the cart in town in Tusa? Is that okay with everybody, or are we bringing him?
I'm just actually, speaking of which, the logistics for it. So we are going there to deal with the giants, right? So are we going to bring everything on the first trip to do that, or are we going to deal with them, come back, get all our stuff, then smuggle across?
We should just deal with them and keep
Well, you should ask the
smuggling.
captain.
Like,
You should ask the captain that, because he's the one who mans the boat.
Mr. Gilligan, for this trip, is it down and back to after we deal with the issue, or is it a single trip?
Well, I plan on going out there, dropping all of you off, coming back here, probably get a couple of drinks, heading back out there, and if you're there when I get back, good job. Proud of you. Great success.
Right.
If not, then I'm heading back.
So we'll just decide on a spot to meet up again when we get there.
Yeah.
Right.
And then after, if you are successful, I do have to come back here and pick up the rest of my cargo, and then we leave.
Right.
I just don't want to be waiting on the water.
No, of course, yeah.
Understandable.
All right. So, which one of you wants to take off?
I do.
All right, stand up here at the helm.
Okay.
Go ahead and command them.
Right. Anchors away. I mean, anchors up. I was never the captain. Pull up the anchor.
He's just sitting there with his hands on his hips, like super happy.
Lily's going to act.
Lower the sails, and we'll that way.
Wait, where are the sails at?
Chad and Brad do exactly as you're instructing, and Gilligan just laughs the entire time.
By the way, Lily's laughing too, but she also does it to activate the cloak. So now it looks like she's in like a swashbuckler, like pirate, sort of like, you know, that classic kind of pirate outfit.
Oh, jeez. And I think that is a fantastic place for us to end the session. When we come back next week, you're going to arrive at your destination point, get dropped off in the jungle, and you got to go kill some giants. Hopefully avoid giant ants, maybe. But players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a fantastic time, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.